Terry Smooth Jr., salute to you, King. General Squall, salute. Derek Young, Damon Wester, salute. American Patriots, 1776, salute. Jolson Nicholas, Chef Curry, New Fat Boy Fitness, Dahlia Antoinette, peace and blessings, Queen. Say I still didn't get a notification. Yeah, they playing games. Derek Young, salute. Yeah, they playing games. New Fat Boy Fitness, my brother, salute. Maurice McElroy, salute. D-Man Jr., salute. Mark Wunderlich, Robert Singleton, salute. Let me tell Curry I resent the Adrian Cole, salute. Free Smoke, Eli Zachary, Taquan Savage, salute. Yeah, it's horrible, Dahlia. It's horrible, man. Mario Forster, Melvin Ring, salute. Clarence McCain, Michael James 616, Chilltown Majors, salute. Winston Lee, L Boogie, Ahmad is Ahmad, Main Event Mark, salute. Yeah, we're going to have a special guest in the building, 2 special guests today. We're going to have my brother Mickey Bay, trainer of Devin Haney, and former world champion. He'll be in the building. Montre, salute. Scott Birmingham, salute. We'll also have undefeated super lightweight Malik Hawkins in the building at 5 o'clock. We're gonna work today. Artist Y Max, salute. My brother, Box Conversation, Reggie Owens, salute. Quest for Knowledge, salute. The Mile of the Plant Based Pugilist, salute. Artwork, salute. Pull counter boxing, the boxing king. Salute. Ricardo Williams, Charles Young, Dane Watson, salute. Salute to my brother Dre Finest in the super chat. Said, damn, boo, what happened to my notification? Salute. Yeah, they're playing games today. Chef Curry, Jarrell Smith, Ethan Fresh 73, salute. They playing games, man. They playing games. They're not sending out my notifications. It's horrible, man. It's horrible to say the least, man. It's horrible. Real talk. Maurice McElroy, El Boogie, salute. Yeah, you're not going to get it. My brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell, salute. Since when I got 10 minutes and I can't get 100 people? Come on, man. Salute to my brother Kurt Anderson in the building, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue Blood, man, what's going on with you today, man? What's going on, chat, man? I'm just I was thinking about the boxing schedule, man. I'm just hyped, man, and you know we're supposed to have some special guests today, man, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. I was just talking about YouTube is not sending out the notifications today. I can't get the last. They changed my thumbnail when I put it up just now. I had to. That's why I had to restart it and start it again. Now we have 107 people. We can't get over 100 people. It won't go past 100 people. Nobody's getting the notifications. They're not sending out anything. It's horrible, man.
This doesn't make any sense, man. You know, it's supposed to be professional. YouTube is never on their game. I don't know what's going on, man. You got to do this and that. There's never a dull moment on YouTube. Never.
Yeah, it's horrible to say the least. It's not even possible. Street Judas, Mr. Pizarro, Underground Asylum, Jarrell Smith. Yeah, it's just horrible, man. There's no way I have 117 people in 10 minutes. Come on. Come on. It's not even realistic. And nobody's getting the notification. They changed the last one. That's why I had to start it over, because the thumbnail I put up, they changed the thumbnail. It's like, it's amazing, man.
And they done did this, what, multiple times, right?
Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible that this happens. And then the thing is, you can't contact anybody on YouTube to tell them that you having these issues. Tori Harkness, Bumpy T, Wireless Buzz Shop, Earbuds, salute. Tail L Word, Cable, salute. Yeah, it's just bad, man. But anyway, Kurt, we got a lot of boxing, you know, coming up, going on. We're gonna have Mickey Bay on. I'm gonna send him a link in a few minutes because we just started. Napoleon Armstrong, salute. We just now starting, man, because they dragging it out. Star City J, salute. Street Judas, salute. It's just not possible that these are the issues that it just shouldn't happen, man. Old Young the Great, Young World, salute. Because see, here's the thing: YouTube always like to claim it's a partnership. It's a partnership. See, they don't have issues on their end. When they take out their 40% or whatever you getting, they don't have no issues. King Ronnie 86, GD, salute. There's never no issues with YouTube. Right? They, regardless of what you go through, they always get their 40% and they don't have no issues. But every time you contact them, they tell you, oh, it's a partnership, just give us time, and you can't call nobody. The only platform I know that you can't pick up the phone and call nobody. You can't pick up the phone and call the technician. You can't do none of that. Only platform that you have these issues with. So I'm using StreamYard, but then they changed the thumbnail. They changed I'm looking at the last stream that was up. You know, it has just a picture of me in the chair. That's not the thumbnail that I put up there. So I don't even understand why is that even a thumbnail. Little Scrappy, salute. What's good with you, King? How you feeling? PLG Ski, salute. So it's just Nerve Feeder, salute. So anyway, Kurt, let's just get to it, Kurt. So we got some big boxing news coming up, man. We were hoping to get the fight with Devin Haney and Gary Russell Jr. over the finish line. Today we're going to have on Mickey Bay, who is former world champion. Melanated Motivation, salute. Former world champion. CMB 8, 100, salute. Ghetto Love, salute. He's a former world champion, and he's a trainer of Devin Haney. And we're going to have on undefeated super lightweight Malik Hawkins in the building. Are you familiar with? I know you're familiar with Malik Hawkins and Mickey Bay. What's your thoughts on them, Kurt?
Yeah, I've seen him fight multiple times. Malik Hawkins, he fought Dalton Price, I believe. You know, he fought a very good fighter in his career that I'm going to ask him about, Raymond Serrano. That in this fight, Raymond Serrano is from Philadelphia. It's a good fighter. You know, I was surprised that they, you know, a young fighter like Malik Hawkins was in the ring with an experienced guy, but you know, he overcame him, and I'm asking about his future, and so I'm very familiar with Malik Hawkins. I'm very familiar with Mickey Bay for sure. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So, man, I can't wait to have on Malik Hawkins and Mickey Bay, but you know, I like the fact that Malik Hawkins clearly has to be disciplined. He's 6 feet tall, man, fighting that super lightweight. So that means outside the ring, he definitely got to be disciplined because he got a big frame, you know, and he got big shoulders. So, you know, I love guys like him because they respect the sport. You know what I mean? What you think, Kurt? To be 6 feet tall at super lightweight, that take discipline because he could easily be 54.
You absolutely, you know, you know, when you have a tall, lean fighter like that, and you in shape, your body will never fail you. You can fight at multiple divisions. And take for instance, case in point, Tommy Hearns once fought 5 contenders at 3 different weights. He was going up and down, you know, fighting at those weights because of his frame. And that's like Malik Hawkins, and I'm telling him about that too. You know, where he's disciplined, he can stay at that weight if he want to, or he can move up and do it gradually. If he sees a golden opportunity to fight a certain opponent, he can come back down with no problems. Now, when you're a muscular fighter like Roy Jones, it's not good. You can't go up and down because you lose muscle mass. You know, and as a fighter, you must have dead weight, you know, a body like Riddick Bowe, but you got to keep yourself in shape, and he didn't. And we've seen the demise of Bowe. And Roy Jones, when he moved back down after he beat John Ruiz and he fought Antonio Tarver, he started getting knocked out. Because I seen Roy Jones take punches, but it seemed like he had a low punch resistance with taking punches. It was very low, and that was neurologically because he would lose weight. You know, go from heavyweight to light heavyweight and lose muscle mass is different for a lean fighter like a Malik Hawkins.
Yeah, exactly, Kurt. I agree, man. And Roy Jones said he was never the same after he did that. He was never the same. But it's like you said, it was neural. So he just, you know, he couldn't. His chin couldn't keep up, and that's why I'm not a big fan of Roy Jones taking on Mike Tyson because he just recently came out and he stated that Mike Tyson is gonna nobody's gonna stop Mike Tyson from attempting to knock him out or knock him out. That's what Roy Jones just said. You know, and we know once that switch is hit, you know, it's you as a competitor and as a combat athlete, once you hit the switch, man, you can't turn that off. You know, they like machines. You know what I mean? Once Mike Tyson starts to get comfortable in the ring, and once Mike Tyson starts to, you know, sweat and he gonna do resort to what the only thing he know how to do. You know what I mean? And that's go forward. What you think, Kurt?
The last thing to go on a fighter is his power, and Mike has what we call natural power. You know, certain fighters are born with it. George Foreman and Ernie Shavers. You know, if he touches Roy on the chin, is good night, Irene. You know, good night, Sweet Prince. And we don't want to see Roy get knocked out again. You know, he been knocked out multiple times. He's one of the very few fighters that weight really bother him and his arrogance, because certain fighters can move up and down and weight, but Roy was a muscular fighter. He couldn't do it, you know, and he paid the price. He got knocked out by Tarver and Glenn Johnson and multiple fighters from, you know, he would beat with ease. You know, it's sad to see. I hate to see great fighters go out like that, but it was mainly because it was neurological, you know, muscle mass, all that played a part.
Man, we got 315 people. Let's get 315 likes. Smash the like button. We got 315 people. Let's get 315 likes. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up, man. Y'all already see what they're doing, and so smash the like button. Get 315 likes, man. Salute to all my people. Batty Ready Fitness Defense, King Vonnie 86, my brother I Am Ill Will. Go subscribe to my brother I Am Ill Will. Phil J 508. Salute. Kondo Sammy Hassan. Salute. Dre Finest. C Cut. Salute. Jafari Caesar. Romero Harris. Jarrell Smith. Salute. Leon Robinson. Sylvester Solomon 2011. Salute. My brother Box Conversation. Reggie Owens. Main Event Mark. Gold King. Salute. Salute. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes all the way up. UK Ray. Salute. Smash the like button. Millie Blood. Salute. Black Cam TV. Salute. Yeah, so I sent Mickey Bay the link, just waiting for him to come on, Kurt. But what you think about the career of Mickey Bay, man? He was one of my favorite fighters when he was active.
Yeah, he was exciting. He had good skills. You know, the John Molina fight was an anomaly, a fluke. You know, he had to fight one. He was outboxing Molina. If you say he got careless or Molina's determination, that's to be seen or heard or whatever. You know, I'm gonna say some questions for him, but I want to tell him about the Dennis Shafikov fight. There's not even a fight, because you know it was a dilemma with that. It was a lot of politics involved. They stripped him of the title. I remember when he won the title, you know, on the Mayweather Madonna, you know, card, I believe. You know, when he beat Miguel Vasquez. So I'm asking him about that. You know, but he had good skills, man, and I've seen him fight like about 5 or 6, 7 times, so I know him pretty well.
And ironically enough, he reminds me a lot of Gary Russell when I watch him fight. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, I can see that. The speed, you know, you can see the skill set, you know, so that is a good comparison, you know, Mickey Bay. You know, when I first saw him, I said, okay, he got speed. You know, I like a fighter with speed, you know, and, you know, he's fighting some good people. Like I said, Vasquez is not easy, you know, and Dennis Shafikov, he's supposed to have fought him and things happened. But, you know, I know he has skills. You know, the Molina fight he's known for. You know, I was like really upset when he lost that fight, man. Remind me of Chavez and Taylor all over again. He had to fight one, you know, and but you know, you got to fight to the bell, because there was a fighter who was dominating and he got hurt the last 10 seconds of the fight. You guys, I'm talking about, he got hurt. He was dominating the fight and he got hurt with a left hook and his legs buckled. I don't know if you saw that a couple of weeks ago, and he was against the ropes and the bell sounded. So
Yeah.
you know, it could happen. It happened to what's that fighter name? You know, he was they stopped the fight at 1 second. It was on a Caleb Plant undercard. I forgot their names, but you know, that's another fight that you know, from the round 1, from round 10 to 12 or 6 or 8, you got to fight to the end and be focused.
Yeah, it broke my heart when he lost it. He was winning that fight against Molina easy. S550J, salute. He was winning that fight against John Molina easy. Jay Lee, CMB 100, salute. Smash the like button, man. Donate $1 to Super Chat, man. Make sure y'all refresh the Super Chat. Y'all already know how it is, man. Y'all know how it works. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. We got 345 people. Let's get 350 likes. Donate $1 to Super Chat. Refresh the Super Chat. We know how it works, man. Yeah, Kurt. So, you know, this fight with Gary Russell and Devin Haney, man, it's taking like a weird twist, right? It's like I don't even know if it's going to get over the hump. D Hodges, salute. It's like just Friday, man. I was so Creighton Brooks, salute. Calvin Johnson, salute. I was so what's the word I'm looking for? I was so I want to say convinced. You know, I just knew it was going to happen. Now it's looking grayish, you know, all of a sudden, ironically, man. So I don't understand that. Jackson, salute. I think that this is a big fight. I think it's a legacy fight for both guys. I think that, you know, at this point in both guys' career, it would catapult Mickey Bay said he'll be on in 20 minutes. It would catapult it'll catapult a guy like Devin Haney, who's young. Salute to John Page, my brother, in the super chat. That's Batman. He said, I'm working hard to get this fight blue over the finish line. No BS. Team Russell. Hashtag salute to the LDBC. Salute to you, my brother. That's Batman in the building. Yo, Daddy, yo, 502. Salute. G-Man TV. Salute. Yeah, I hope so, Batman, because this is a fight that's needed for the sport. D. Will, salute. G-Man TV, salute. A lot of people don't understand the importance of certain fights. The sport of boxing. Just yesterday, Jim Gray. Hold on 1 second, Kurt. Just yesterday, Jim Gray, he said that you know, he did an interview, a sit down with Mike Tyson. I don't know if you saw it. And in the interview, Malcolm Emanuel, salute. In the interview, Kev Harris, salute. In the interview with Mike Tyson, he stated that he said that he really wished that Mike Tyson would have an organic and create a relationship with Deontay Wilder because it's important for the sport. And Mike Tyson, you know, said, Mike Tyson said, oh, you know, yeah, because, you know, I don't like the situation with Lennox Lewis and Anthony Joshua. And Jim Gray said, yeah, well, I don't know too much about that situation, but I do know that Deontay Wilder is a great guy outside the ring. He stands for something outside the ring. And he all but said, you owe it to the sport to be involved with Deontay Wilder, to uplift the guys that come behind you. He said, he also said to him, I'm sure Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier and those guys looked at your generation and said, you guys can't compete with them. You don't have the skills. They will beat you. He said, but that didn't stop them from supporting you guys. And it's really important for the sport that you support them. What you think about that, Kurt?
That's very important. It's also baffling, you know, because Mike Tyson, you know, I met him a couple of times at Ringside Bar, you know, that he helped keep open. Ringside Bar is a boxing bar in Jersey City, New Jersey. Toro Gaddy was there. Mike Tyson was there, you know, and Mike Tyson has an engaging personality. He signed autographs. The reason I'm bringing up that point is that I'm taken back that he didn't embrace Deontay Wilder. I don't know, maybe because Wilder's known for his power and Mike wants to be forever known for his power, which he is because he's a polarizing figure. But I just can't understand. And fighters used to do this, you know, Jack Johnson and Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali. When you look at old pictures, even though Ali used to jaw at Joe Louis, they used to take pictures and talk all the time. You know, rather they was in the same weight class or different weight classes. You used to see Joe Louis and Sugar Ray Roberts and Muhammad Ali together. I got a T-shirt. I got pictures of them sitting down, talking with each other, and you know, Jack Johnson hugging Joe Louis, and you know, so I'm kind of baffled by Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield not being close to Deontay Wilder. You see other fighters do it, you know, like Shakur Stevenson is close with Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward, and Ryan Garcia is, you know, Canelo helps him out, give him pointers, you know, so you see it, but a heavyweight, it will help a heavyweight, and it will help Wilder. You know, Floyd Mayweather did it with Pernell Whitaker and Frankie Randall, you know, so I'm kind of baffled because that's building your pedigree, and you know, psychologically that makes you even better. You feel more comfortable if you getting ready for a fight and you see these great fighters, Blue and Chat, come into your locker room and hugging you and giving you pointers and giving you that, you know, Newt Rockney pep talk like he used to do at Notre Dame, and you know, go out there and do this and kill him. You know, that's what the old fighters used to do, and I'm surprised that Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield is not doing it.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because everything. Hold on, Kurt. We got 415 people. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 400. Donate $1 to the super chat. Keep refreshing the super chat. Keep it going. Salute, man. Support the grind. Support the channel. Smash the like button. Donate to the channel, man. Anyway, Kurt. It's funny, right? Because every time we hear anything from Larry Holmes, it's always something negative, right? It's never him uplifting these fighters. It's always, man, these fighters are not good. They're not skilled, or, you know, I could beat this guy. I could beat that guy. It's like they can't let it go, right? They can't come to grips with the fact that their career has come to an end. Father Time is undefeated. And it's like they just can't come to grips with the fact that it's over for them, right? And they can't pass the torch because they want to hold on to it so much. LS, aka Tag, salute in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. It's like Paragon of Principles, Javon Freeman, salute. Punch Drunk Boxing, salute. Ja the Real, salute. It's like these guys, Kurt, it's like they can't come to grips that their career is over. Samuel Demise, salute. And they refuse to credit the guys that come up behind them. Peace and blessings to the Queen, Dahlia Antoinette, in the super chat. Appreciate you, Queen. Always. My brother Ahmad is Ahmad. Salute in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. Mark Fralin, salute. So, right, Kurt, it's like they refuse to, they just can't find it in them to be able to support the guys that's coming up behind them. Right? Salute to my brother Main Event Mark in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. It's like they can't find it in them to support these guys. It's like they can't find it in them to let it go. They just can't do it. It's like they you know, it's like somebody that you say, hey man, you gotta apologize, and they just they can't get the words out. It's like, salute to my brother Jay Lee in the super chat. He said, refresh, salute to you. General Squall, salute in the super chat. This is for Kurt Sugar Blue. Salute to you, King. Right, Kurt? It's like they can't find it in them to apologize. They can't find it in them to congratulate. They can't find it in them to uplift the guy. It's almost like it becomes a rare art to see them uplift one another. It's rare. And it should be common. Salute to Ja the Real in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. It should be common for these guys to uplift one another. It should be common for them, you know, to pass the torch, so to speak. Max Sullivan, salute. And I just can't understand why. I understand the competitive nature. I understand it's you know, a combat sport. But you look at guys, right? When you look at the NBA, right? NFL, you always see like their relationship, not all the time, but they you know, they always want to compliment, you know, you see Lawrence Taylor, you know, and Reggie White at times, you know, they talk about guys like Julius Peppers and, man, this dude is good, man. This guy's did, man. You know, wide receivers, Jerry Rice, man. One, you know, giving credit to other wide receivers. Now, I'm sure in their competitive spirit and their competitive hearts, they look back and they be like, I'm better than him, or he could never be, you know, salute to Mr. Drick Joe in the building. Salute to Prince to Amir, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Salute, David the Real Thomas. Salute. So I'm sure that their competitive nature has them saying, "Oh, you know, this guy not better than me," and so on and so forth. But Anah Israel, salute. But every time I hear something from Larry Holmes these days, it's always, you know, oh man, this guy's not good, or this guy's not a good boxer. He don't have you. What? It's over for you, Dimitri Cohen. Salute. Your time is over. Your time is past. Right? It's you got to pass the torch because you can't do it forever. So go ahead and pass the torch. Go ahead and show them love. Go ahead and uplift them because, like Jim Gray said, it's for the best. It's funny, Kurt, because this is what we was talking about on Thursday, right? The umbrella of the sport is more important than the pieces on the chessboard because the game stays the same. The pieces in the game may change, but the game itself stays the same. NBA D Nice, salute. RBE, Rosemary, Boys Entertainment, salute. Antonio Carter, Corey Allen, salute. Right, Kurt, Rick the Griffith, salute. We was just talking about that Thursday, and this is what Jim Gray was saying. He said, Jim Gray is like, listen, it's better, it's for the betterment of the sport of boxing that you have a relationship with Deontay Wilder because it uplifts the sport. It shines a light on the sport. He said, you see, you still have an aura. He says, you the guy that they used to watch on video games. You the guy with the highlight knockout reels. So he's like, so you the guy they used to look up to. So it's only right you do your due diligence and give back to the sport. Sad one, Steve J, salute. So what you think about that, Kurt?
Absolutely. See, there's been a disconnect with the old generation and new generation, you know, and I remember when there was a fight, you know, the old fighters used to get introduced in the ring, like when we had a big fight, like they did with Fury and Wilder. They introduced Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, you know, and Lennox Lewis. That was only a part of it. Fighters used to be in other fighters' locker room before the fight, shaking his hand, taking pictures, because it was iconic to see Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali, you know, talking, and Ali used to talk mess to Joe Louis, talk about, Joe, I would have knocked you out if I was fighting back then or whatever. And it was fun, you know, and Mike Tyson, you know, and can you imagine Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder's or Tyson Fury, or I say Tyson and Wilder because they're American, and you know he's giving them pointers how to beat Fury or George Foreman and Larry Holmes, or the fighters walking out, the old fighters walking out with Deontay Wilder, George Foreman on his left and Larry Holmes on his right with their hand on Deontay Wilder's shoulder. That psychologically, Blue and Chat, that means a lot to a fighter, but they don't want to let go of that torch. They still got that torch with two hands, you know, and begrudgingly, if they do it, it's always begrudgingly. They do it. I don't really want to, but I will. But I don't know what is it. You know what it is with Wilder. They just won't support him, which is, you know, sad. You know, I like to see Terrence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson. Look how good Shakur Stevenson has gotten. And I don't care what anybody says. That's because Terrence Crawford is around him and Andre Ward. So that greatness and them skills are rubbing off right onto Shakur. And when Ryan Garcia, you know, and Canelo Alvarez, you know, it means a lot, but I don't know. I'm baffled, Blue, by the disconnect with Tyson Holyfield and the older heavyweights and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I can't understand. It's like Muhammad Ali just didn't come across as that. You know, I know he was competitive. I know he felt like he could beat Mike Tyson and such, but he was, you know, he didn't mind passing, you know, helping out and giving Sugar Ray Leonard pointers. You know, he didn't mind, you know, remember when he was on, they was on the Arsenio Hall show. Man, he like, Mike Tyson could beat me, man. You know, Mike Tyson like, no, it's him. And so I don't even understand where Mike Tyson got it from, because when you look at his relationship with Muhammad Ali wasn't that way with Mike Tyson. So where did that come from? You know, I don't understand where that come from him. Jafari Caesar, Melanie Motivate, salute. You understand? Real talk, salute. So I can't understand that, man. Alex Santos, salute. Christopher Warren, salute. I watch my brother Fanon, the non-international boxing channel, and he recently made a video, and he stated that he believes that Floyd Mayweather is the standing in between this Devin Haney and Gary Russell fight. He feels like he's being a roadblock, you know, because he have, you know, he have plans for Devin Haney, Napoleon Armstrong, Alex Santos, salute. KF Harris, Michael James 616, Stanley Bailey, salute. He has plans for Devin Haney in the future, even though he's not signed to him. And Matt Wade, salute. And you know, he has there's some friction there between him and Gary Russell. So Phenom was saying that he believes that Floyd Mayweather could be acting as a roadblock and preventing this fight from happening. Pugilist Nino Brown, Ernie Martinez. Salute. I would say this about that is I'm not too sure how Floyd Mayweather could play a major part in preventing this fight from happening. Big homie cool, BG, salute. Because hold on, Kurt. We got 450 people, and we still don't have. We should have 450 likes. Smash the like button. Donate to the channel. Support the grind. Cole Younger, salute. Smash the like button. Primo Pit Boxing, salute. So Kurt, I don't understand. And the reason I'm saying this is because if Devin Haney predominantly, he fights on DAZN with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, right? And so if they were going to pay, I could see Floyd Mayweather being able to play a part in this. If Floyd Mayweather, if this fight was to go to Showtime, like I heard him reporting that Al Heyman was looking to buy the fight and then, you know, air it. But if they were going to DAZN, No Slack 504, Hard Body J Timo, Chris Trucker, salute. Steve J, salute. If they were going to DAZN, then how could Floyd Mayweather play a part in this? Napoleon Armstrong, my brother, salute. Tyson is a family friend of the Suleimans. He will never ride with Wilder. Thoughts? I'll get to that, Napoleon Armstrong. Salute the captain in the super chat. He said, great content. Salute to you, King. Appreciate you. So I don't understand unless he's in Devin Haney's ear and he's telling Devin Haney, don't take the fight. BG, saluting the super chat. So unless he's doing that, I don't really see how he could play a part in this fight not coming to fruition. KP from KC5, Patricia Sheldon, peace and blessings, Queen. Salute, King. I can't see what part he plays in preventing this fight from coming to fruition unless you figure Gary Russell is, you know, wanting to really stage this fight on Showtime or Fox or with the PBC. Then I could see Floyd Mayweather impacting the fight because he's on that side. But as far as it taking place on DAZN and Matchroom, unless he's in Devin Haney's ear and telling Devin Haney and Team Haney, don't take the fight and leave Gary out in the cold, that's the only way I could see it. What's your thoughts on that? Hold on, Kurt. Matt Wade, my brother in Super Chat, keep up the good work, Blue. Doing an amazing job staying on track. How are you, Kurt? Thanks for your insight and wisdom. Salute to you, King. What you think about that, Kurt? Because that's the disconnect when I understand what Phenom was getting at, but at the same token, it's like I don't really see what part Floyd Mayweather could play in this, seeing as though Devin Haney's with DAZN, unless Devin Haney and Team Haney are not truly interested in making the fight. You see what I'm saying? But what's your thoughts, Kurt?
Any fight in boxing can get made. You know, I think sometimes we give Floyd too much power. We don't know the stipulations and the obstacles, behind the scenes. It's a lot to go into making a fight, but listen, people used to say that Trinidad and De La Hoya would never fight because Don King and Byron Arum can't stand each other. So when that fight was made, any fight could be made with Fury and Wilder. If Haney wants to fight and Russell wants to fight, it could be made. I know Floyd, does have say so, but I don't know how much say so he has with Devin Haney, even though he works out with him and everything. But on the business side, I really don't. I can't tell you. I know people on the inside, but they haven't told me anything. Usually I know, but I just feel that it's up to the fighters, to get it done. I respect Russell. He's the longest reigning champion. I know about Russell ever since he was an amateur. I always kept up with DC fighters and fighters from Maryland and Baltimore, going back to William Choppy and Mark Too Sharp Johnson and Sean Bay Mitchell. Washington, the DMV area, always been underrated. But getting back to the situation at hand, that's a good fight and it should be made because it's going to look like somebody's ducking. You know, um, maybe Haney got cold feet. I don't know. I'm not. I'm just saying. Usually, you know, um, I ask the guy on the inside and he'll tell me what's going on when there's a big fight coming up. But for boxing fans like us, who we love the sport, and for the fighters, I think it's going to benefit everybody. I really hope they fight because they're two outstanding fighters, and you could put that fight in Atlanta, because the motto of American fighters was when two guys fought, it was either Philadelphia or Detroit or New York City, where I used to go see a lot of fights at Madison Square Garden. And, that'd be good for the American boxing fans. Two fighters, that's just a 50-50 fight. You just don't know who's going to win, put it like that, until they fight. So I really do hope it gets made, man, because I've been listening to Batman and Devin Haney and Bill Haney and Gary Russell, and I like the situation and I like that fight. I really do. You have a lot of big fights, so you have to they have to add that to the ledger for boxing sake, man. Really, get it done, get the fight done, make it happen.
Salute to my brother Curtis Hunt, my big bro. He said, salute, Blue. I love the grind. Hashtag HOBC, House of Boxing Champions. Salute to my brother Kurt. What's good with you, Kurt Hunt? I'll call you after this show, Kurt. Sherman Bray, salute. Marcello Godfrey and Alangundoyi. Peace and blessings. She said Floyd Mayweather has zero involvement. That's how if he does, if Floyd Mayweather does have an involvement, it would be over Devin Haney, right? We know, obviously, like Gary Russell stated, there's a disconnect between him and Floyd Mayweather since he's been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis, and Floyd Mayweather wasn't happy about that. Listen, we got 520 people. I don't know how many likes we got, but we should have at least 500 likes. We got 520 people. We should have at least 500 likes. Smash the like button. Justin McCoy, the spot. Salute. Joe Lassisi. So unless you're saying 007, salute. Unless he's pulling strings over Devin Haney, then that would mean that Devin Haney and Team Haney are not being serious about the fight, right? Because, like I said, the fight would have, if the fight was to take place on, Floyd Mayweather could have an impact if the fight was taking place on Showtime. But again, this is a mega fight. And I could tell from Devin Haney's body language, Devin Haney wants this fight. Nephew Charming Chucky, salute. Super Mac Time, salute. I could tell from Devin Haney's body language, he wants this fight. He wants this fight. Now, I don't know if the powers may be behind the scenes or, Kai, salute. I don't know if they're attempting to, slow the fight down and, because it picked up steam. Maybe it's the fact that it picked up steam and out of their control, right? Because we did it via social media, right? Via media. So maybe it picked up steam and they lost control, and now they're like, well, wait a minute, let's pull it back. And, it just shows the power of the fans. And I feel like the fans, you just can't relinquish the power that you have, right? You can't slow it down if that's the case, right? The power of the fans. You can't slow it down. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 550. Talib Cunningham, salute. New World Quarter, salute. Right? You just can't, because it just shows how much power the fans have, and you can't relinquish that power. And it's a weird spot. I woke up today and I'm like, man, Denzel Horton, salute. Is this going to happen? Right? I didn't feel confident when I woke up today that it was going to happen. But I can't see, like Devin Haney said, boxing on straight rights, Clifton Goodwin, salute. Like I'm 100, salute. I can't see P. Capone, salute. Devin Haney recently said, listen, it's Gary Russell full steam ahead. And I can't see Gary Russell at this point in time looking to go in a different direction. I'm hard-pressed to see, I know he have options, but I'm hard-pressed to see him making a fight with somebody else. Right? I just can't see it. The sport of boxing needs this fight. And like Fanon said, the PBC was created. There you go, my brother, Mickey Bay in the building. What's good with you, champ?
What's up? What's going on, man? I had to rush back to the house, man. Sorry if I'm a little late.
It's all good. It's all good. I got my co-host on here, Curtis Anderson.
Oh, okay. What's up, Curtis?
Hey, Mickey Bay, man, I'm a big fan of yours, man. I've been following your career. Everybody knows I'm crazy about boxing. I got thousands of fights in my encyclopedia. I was there when you beat Miguel Vasquez for the IBF title. I believe that was on the undercard of Floyd and Madonna. But I want you to elaborate. I'm gonna pass it back to Blue, but I kind of know about the Denis Shafikov dilemma, and I want you to explain to people, because that was weird, and they didn't deserve to strip you of the title, or it was boxing politics once again.
Well, I had to vacate it.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it was honestly, man, I probably got one of the worst ends of the stick on the business end, man. As far as I had a new manager. He was inexperienced. So after the Vasquez fight, people don't know I went into that fight with my hand was injured for years, but I couldn't even throw but one hand in that fight. Now I got surgery a couple weeks after that, because I was promised for all this big stuff to happen if I beat Miguel. And they said nobody wanted to fight Vasquez. At the time, he was in the pound-for-pound list. Nobody could beat him. Definitely never lost at lightweight. I think his only losses was like to Canelo and Bradley. But he was on the pound-for-pound list at the time. And I was promised all this big stuff. When I beat him, I got my hand surgery. My manager ended up getting me a fight schedule without my permission, and he put it out in the media, so my back was against the wall. A lot of other crazy stuff after that, but yeah, that's what ended up happening. Long story short,
that fight with Shafikov, it's supposed to, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm like going back and memorizing everything. Didn't they want that fight in Macau for some reason?
Well, what happened was, man, it was a whole big thing, man. Mayweather Promotions they didn't put a bid in on the purse bid, and that was my promoter. But like I say, man, it was the reason why it happened, man, because my manager he was holding a grudge, man, because I started asking questions on why I wasn't getting paid. Why I had a belt and I was making the same much as the 8-round fighters at Mayweather Promotions. It was a whole big thing, man. It was a whole. It's probably gonna take, which I am coming out with soon, man. It's gonna be a documentary, man, maybe even a series. A lot of people behind the scenes know how bad I pretty much got played. You know, they know the facts, like on the situation. But that's what had me on the show for years, man. And I didn't really get to get the fans the shows that and the performances that I could have really put on. That's probably why I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more fights just for y'all next year, whenever Devin ain't fighting and Darren Cunningham.
Hey Mickey, I came up in a boxing gym from New Jersey. Lenny Shaw, under Lou Duva, had a restaurant. It was a fighter named Rocky Lockridge who was a world champion.
Yeah, I know
And
him. He fought Roger Mayweather.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And him and Johnny Bumpkins, because they was in Totowa, New Jersey, and we used to go to the same gym. He used to tell me, he said, that the boxing business is worse than the drug business, the politics and the favoritism, amongst other things. So as a fighter, I know you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, man, I gotta say I agree with him, man. Because you got to think how boxing started in the first place. It was controlled by the mob. It was guys that couldn't even win fights fair and square back in the day. They would get death threats and say, you got to lose this fight. The next one you're going to win. And the third fight, y'all can fight this fair and square because we want the third fight. We want all 3 for the money. So I think back in the day, Ray Robinson was only one of the only cats that could fight off of his own rules. Other than that, everybody else had to take dives and do crazy stuff. And, I hear a lot of that from big sources, a lot of weird stuff like that even go on today. But yeah, man, it's bad. I wouldn't let my son box. I'll put it like that. He'd have to sneak and become a champion or something, but I wouldn't want him to box.
That's funny you mentioned Ray Robinson, my favorite fighter of all time. And I study a lot of fighters back in the day, like Ezra Charles and Henry Armstrong.
Sure, I was watching him last night.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Him last night, yeah.
Wow. And it took Sugar Ray Robinson, as great as he was, it took him 75 fights to get a title fight. When he fought Tommy Bell in 46, he was 73-1-1. So even the great Sugar Ray Robinson, it took time to get a title shot. And forget about fighters like Charlie Burley and the Black Murderers Row.
You stole the words out of my mouth. I was just going to say Charlie Burley ain't even get the shot.
Absolutely. So, wow, it's something else, man.
Yeah, man, it's true, man. But to me, I looked at it like this when I was fighting. I said, okay, I'm from the streets where it's poor and it's real bad. So if I got to get screwed, as long as it's fair. But, the last years with the manager, I'm saying it wasn't even fair at that point. Like, I couldn't even get fights. I had to beg, but then the fight would pop up in 2-3 weeks. Like, I never even had a training camp in my career. Like, and these are top fights. Like, the one I had was Vasquez, and that was, with the one hands. So I couldn't even really spar that fight. But, yeah, I was just getting fights on 3-week notice against undefeated guys, and I would take it. And, these was for very low paydays, man. If I was blessed enough to have got with Al Heyman like what was supposed to happen, we'd be having a whole different conversation right now.
Wow. So you ain't never they never gave you the opportunity to be prepared. It was always
not really, man. When me and Floyd was on, when I was able to go straight through him, it was more like that because Floyd don't have time to overlook the company. So he the face of the company as far as his name. But, I just like to say that, man, I like to say that, the guy that was managing me, he never managed before. He was young. He was only a couple years older than me, never been in business. I hope that that stuff wasn't intentional he was doing. I like to forgive him for it, if he would ever apologize and admit to stuff that he did and how many millions I lost because of him. How much money I got kept out of my purchase and put into his pocket. I just would like a sincere apology at least, but everything was good, man, when it was just Floyd and Leonard Ellerbe. Like, Leonard is a great businessman. As far as the business goes, he's all business. Like, but like I say, a lot of the time the middleman a lot of time the middleman and the box and the managers are the ones that they the gatekeepers. Sometimes they don't want you to get past them because if just say it's $1 million on the table, they might keep a $500,000 and tell you it's a $500,000 on the table, and then still get their cut out of that. So that can happen at any number, even if it's 100,000, 50,000, 20,000, and this is what a lot of people do. So all I say is at least be fair with the fighter. You know, don't put them on the shelf. You know, let them fight, make their living.
Hold on 1 second. Salute the love of the game in the super chat. He said, I don't like to say it, but I think Fanon be low key disliking Team Haney. Now this is Mayweather theory implies Haney is bluffing and really doesn't want to fight. We got my brother Daniel Staley in the super chat. He says, salute Blue Blood, Mickey Bay, and the historian brothers. I respect the grind. # LDBC. What he was saying, Mick, what he was getting at was that you know, the negotiations with Dev and Gary, and you know, is it this side that don't want to fight? Is it this side that don't want to fight? Do we want to fight? Just a test, man. You as trainer, so go ahead, just cook on that, Mick.
Man, listen. If Dev ain't want to fight, he wouldn't even entertain it. He don't have to. I mean, you got to think, Dev is the champ. Dev is the champion. He could fight whoever he wants. He just came off of a shoulder injury and stuff like that. So he could fight a top 10, top 15 opponent. But when Gary's name popped up, Dev liked to fight because number one, he knew that it's a big name against a real good opponent, but an easy fight for him. So what happened was, I think Gary was just doing some publicity. You know, he was doing everything for the publicity. And it got so hot, he didn't want to stop talking about it because he was getting his views up and all of that. But when he seen it, Devin, I mean, we sent him an offer our way, and he got quiet. I ain't been hearing from him the last couple of days since he got their offers.
Yeah, so what he's saying is a lot of people are starting to believe that Floyd don't want to fight because he got
they saying Floyd.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man, to be real. I don't see why he wouldn't, but Floyd is a competitor, so I couldn't say that I couldn't say that I don't believe that can be the case. It might not be. I think it's Gary that don't want to fight, but people in this game see it's a lot of smoke and mirrors in this game. It only take real dudes like you and people like the historian you got on here now that really could see through the BS. Like, people believe what a man say out their mouth instead of their intentions and actions. That's the problem with boxing. A dude could say, "Oh, I love all the fighters. I want to see all the fighters." That don't mean that you mean and you gonna really do it. Show me with actions. Like, don't say you're gonna do this and that. Stack your roster up and do what Al Heyman and Eddie Hearn doing. You know, that's the way to prove that you really want this for the fighters. Do what Bob Arum is doing. Do it. So with that being said, I don't see why Floyd wouldn't want it, but at the same time, I don't see why he's not one of the top promoters in the game. So, I mean, that's kind of odd to me.
Do you think that Floyd would want to prevent this fight? Like, you know, because he don't want Devin to possibly lose to Gary, or he don't really, you know, rock with Gary Russell too much. You know, Gary made it clear that they don't get
along. Yeah, it's a possibility. Like, you know, some dude's gonna flex their power and show you, like, okay, you don't like me, I'm gonna show you how what I can do, you know. But I don't want to accuse him of that because I just think that Gary don't want to smoke with Dev, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't think Floyd would care if Devin lose because this the guy that's gonna break his record. So I don't want people to be fooled to think that Floyd want him a guy to break his record. Like, Floyd is a competitor, so I don't think that he want nobody breaking his record. Yeah, that's a fact. But I don't think Floyd care about Gary. He know that Devin could beat Gary though. So if anything, he would want Devin to beat Gary. But at the same time, he wouldn't care if Devin lost because this just being real, like anybody wouldn't want somebody to break their record. You just lying if you saying you do.
Now, real talk. He said, finally, someone exposing the hidden hand in boxers' success and failures.
Yeah, man, y'all ain't even heard that. I'm keeping this shit light for real. Like this PG-13, man. I mean, it's gonna have to be a whole segment and documentary and story of itself. Like, because I got one of the worst end of the stick. And this coming from high end people that run the networks and stuff to tell you that if you run into them. So what I'm saying, I ain't even exposing what I could really.
And Mr. Pazzo said, how much corruption in boxing has the champ seen?
Who, me or
yeah, you.
Devin?
You.
Oh man, I've seen more than probably 90. I'll say in the modern era of boxing in the last 20 years, I'm in the 2%. Guaranteed I'm in the 1 or 2%. And the reason why is because who I was under. So the thing is a lot of fighters get it bad. That's with smaller promoters, but when you with the biggest, highest paid person in the sport, and you dealing with a family member of his, and the family member want to pull the plug. I mean, it could be I'm talking about vicious stuff was happening behind the scenes. Like I say, I would like to think a dude ain't gonna be intentionally that evil. So I just want to put in my mind that this cat just made a terrible mistake because he can't be this evil.
Right.
Like not Floyd, but I'm saying my manager. I like to think that we was friends and that he just made some errors being young and never managing before. But even though a lot of it was intentional, I would like to think that he sat back and said, damn, I messed up and I was wrong for what I did. And I would always be open to sitting down to him just at least telling me that, like, my fault, because he know how many millions he messed up for me. So,
right.
I mean, that's the crazy part. I handled it well.
Wow, man. Yeah, go ahead, Kurt.
You know, Mickey, I talked to a lot of old fighters, you know, on my private line, like Tim Witherspoon. You know, he lost 85% of his pay back in the day. And the way they did Yori Boy Campus, when Campus fought Tito Trinidad and De La Hoya, man, they paid him with food stamps, basically, you know. And it's just sad because I love this sport so much, man. As a kid, I'm 53 and I've been in the sport since I was 7. And, you know, fighters like you and so many fighters, you know, never got the recognition. And not only that, the fortune that was owed to them. You know, being a fighter and a trainer now, do you think that boxing would be better off if we had a federal commission?
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%, because and I'm familiar with, I didn't know about Yuri Boy Campus. I'm not surprised. That's just crazy. But I did hear about the Tim Witherspoon. Too bad it was from my hometown guy, Don King, wasn't it? The
Yes.
Tim Witherspoon thing.
That's correct.
Yeah, I was with DK. So yeah, but yeah, I think if it was governed and it was some kind of system, this is what I think help a lot in boxing. It need to be more tournament style formats. So that way fighters get to fight. They all get paid. You know how they had the Super Six and they just had all them little bantamweight. I think who was it? The Zone that did them tournaments.
Yeah, the World Boxing.
Something.
Yeah, the World Boxing Super Series.
They need to have more formats like that to me, but on different levels. Like you can have it with like different. I think you need to have a bunch of those so guys forced to fight each other too. Like because a lot of fighters nowadays duck more than ever. Like I can't disagree with the fans on that, man. Like dudes, see, people don't understand that a fighter could fight 3 fighters out of 4, but it's that one that they duck. Believe it or not, it might even be a dude as good as Canelo that's ducking a fighter that he know that can give him a good fight. Like, and I like Canelo a lot, so this ain't this. I'm just explaining, like, if it was a tournament where it was him, Andre, or Benavidez and him in the tournament, they'd be forced to fight versus, okay, I'm gonna take a hard fight, but not the one I know can give me the most problems. Like, if it was a tournament, it's gonna have to happen.
That's true because Mickey, man, you know, my father used to talk about I was a little young. I mean, I wasn't even born. Friday night fights, Gillette, and we can relate to Tuesday night fights, or you had fights on network TV where you know, Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard fought there. You could sit down in your living room and you knew they was going to be great. It was quality opposition. You know, fighters that people don't know, like Terrence Ali and Rocker Robin Blake. I know them because I grew up watching them as a kid. And Harry Arroyo, and these fighters from Cleveland, Ohio. You know, I mean, the outskirts of Cleveland, like Ray Boo Boo Mancini from Youngstown. You know, so there was a formula that was set, and the fighters became popular because they fought the best fighters. And you know, the World Boxing Super Series. You know, I mean, you know, and boxing it's not where it should be. I remember when boxing used to be front page newspaper. You know, so you know, I love this sport, so I would ride out for this sport, man. And you know, we need to get back to that, man. But I don't know why fighters don't explain that. They just don't have the confidence, or what? They feel some kind of way, or they getting bad advice.
I think it's a little bit of everything you mentioned, but here I think the thing is this: the reason that it's so dirty. It's so dirty that fighters scared to lose and get through in the trash can. So it need to kind of be like, you know, like in the UFC, these guys be having 1 trillion losses, and they can still get big fights. In boxing, people fear losing because they think they're gonna get thrown in the trash and not get paid. Say what's up to Blue Blood real quick.
What's good with you, King?
This interview. Give him wave to him.
What's good with you, King?
I'll be up there. I'll give you a snack. But the problem is like you said, it need to be more networks and stuff like that again, because they haven't been but what? Showtime, Fox, all of the big networks. I think Bob got a good platform at ESPN, but they need Tuesday night fights. And the promoters don't promote no more is the problem. Like Don King used to promote the event and the fighters. Nowadays, they just get a site and just get the date. And if you're not a boxing fan, you won't know about the fight. They don't market the fight because the promoters are already paid by the network, so they go chill out.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Get it. I don't care because I already got my money from the TV station. I'm not gonna market the fighter. Versus Don King used to really market the whole event. That was one good thing about him.
Hey, mate, this is John Pay. Hold 1 second, Kurt. That's Gary Russell brother. He said the paperwork wasn't right, and if my brother let me put it out, I would.
Wait, hold on. What? Hold on. I don't get it. What paperwork wasn't right?
He said the contract and the wording in the contract wasn't right. So if Gary let him put the information out, he would.
Oh, I mean, I can't fully speak on that part. I know what Devin and them presented. See, that's the thing too. I'm glad he brought that up. That's why fights don't really get made, because you got two fighters that want two different things, and it gotta merge on paper for each guy to want to sign it. But the thing is that Devin called the shots because he a champion. He don't have to take the risk of fighting a fighter like Gary Russell and letting him come up and compete at lightweight. So Gary used to being on the A side. This fight he would be on the B side. So I don't think that he used to that, having to give in into small demands, which Devin and Bill and our team on our side, we pretty much made it comfortable for him. But you know, we man, Dev's is ready to get in the ring in November, man. We got our dates, so we ready.
Now we got Real Talk. He says, salute to Blue Blood for having a taboo conversation. My brother Matthew Hatton, he said, Batman, that was an accident. Hashtag team Mr. Gary Russell. He said that was an accident.
Wait, what was the accident?
I don't know. He just said that was an accident.
Well, Matthew, you gotta thanks for sending the money in, but you gotta elaborate on that. Was it an accident that Gary asked for the fight? Yeah, if that's what I'm thinking.
So you familiar? I'm gonna bring on Malik Hawkins. You familiar with Malik Hawkins?
Yeah, he from ain't he from Tank's camp?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been hearing some good stuff about him.
I'm gonna bring him on because he's gonna talk about his fight coming up. He got a big fight coming
Okay.
up, so we can all dialogue in here, man.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I'm gonna send him a link, but we're gonna keep cooking until he come in anyway.
Oh, definitely.
So let's see. I want to get into meat and potatoes about this, man. But before we do that, man, you know, I don't want no interruptions with that yet. But Kurt was saying, you know, it was he was hurt when you lost to Molina, and we was talking about that. You know, I was like, man, you know, it's the last second, man.
Yeah.
How you? Yeah, as a fan, it was hard for
Yeah.
me to live with, but it's you. So how was it for you?
To me, it was crazy because that was one of them short fights, like where I just jumped in and, you know, 3-week notice or whatever. And he was bigger too. So I think he might have outweighed me by like 15 to 20 pounds on fight night.
Right.
So I shouldn't have been playing showboating, looking at Floyd. It was my fault. Like everybody tried to blame my trainer at the time, but we was whooping his ass. So yeah, of course Floyd Senior gonna say finish him. He know that nothing like that had happened. I was looking over to Floyd showboating, which I don't normally do. So I think that was kind of like karma on my end. Like, man, stay who you are, keep your character. You know, Floyd. I seen Floyd the last 20 seconds. I get to, you know, playing around talking to him against a big puncher like Molina. But I don't think the ref should have stopped it. That's my thing. Like, I didn't even get dropped. I was hurt, of course. But come on, it's 20 seconds. But I seen the deal after the fight. I'm like, okay, you know, you never know who side is on whose side, you know, as far as like when it was over with. Like, I think the ref could have let it go on, you know, but I ain't gonna complain. I shouldn't have been showboating, you know, looking out the ring and stuff like that. You know, that was my fault. But I should have had a million big fights after that. I got Molina rich as hell after that. He should be thanking me because Al and them signed him after that. And he made millions and millions of dollars, win, lose, or draw. And he wouldn't give me a rematch for nothing. We was going to pay him he was going to get so much money. But his trainer was like, we'll never fight you again. That was luck. So don't even ask us about it.
Yeah, because that I mean, you was clear. Like, that was clearly, it was like
he wasn't never the same after that fight. Like, I loosened his screws up for all the other fighters, but he was the power for not fighting me again, though. Knowing what I did for him, I made him millions of dollars after that. He got all of the fights that I would like. You know, he fought the Broners. He fought so many big fights after that, and I was left on the shelf. Like, not after that, but, you know, the little incident with me and my manager, I wasn't able to get, you know, the big fights to where, you know, all of the, you know, to put on some exciting fights for the fans.
Yeah. Dev just put out, he said Floyd Mayweather and Al didn't block the fight. It's just Gary being scary.
That's what Dev said.
Yeah, he just said.
He right. Yeah, Dev, man, listen, Gary don't want to smoke, and I can't blame him because I know what Dev would do to him. That fight won't go 12 rounds. And this somebody that's keeping it real. Gary's a hell of a fighter. I like Gary a lot, but he bit off way more than he could chew. He can't beat Dev on his worst day. It'd be a TKO on Dev's worst day. Like, he should be trying to fight Shakur Stevens and guys like that. You know, guys like Santa Cruz and Carl Frampton. He don't want no smoke with Dev. Like, he better off. You know, he don't want to believe me. I ain't saying this because it's my fighter or none of that. I know for a fact, like, what Dev would do to him, it'd be brutal.
Real Talk said Bay needs his own podcast. He's sharp.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, man. The shit. I'm gonna just keep coming on here, man, and I might just have to be a regular visitor on Blue Blood.
Yeah, for sure. John Page, that's Gary Russell brother. That's Batman. He said stop. He stopped moving his head.
What's that?
I think he was talking about you with the fight with Molina.
Well, it's like I said, I was looking outside the ring. He ain't touched me the whole fight. That was 10 rounds. It was only 30 seconds left, 20 seconds left. So yeah, I did because I was looking at Floyd, like talking to him, and he caught me. But yeah, that happened in boxing. So, it is what it is.
Hey, Curry, you got something else for my brother Mickey Bay over here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's 3 fights that I can't look at, Mickey. I can't look at Hearns and Barkley. I can't look at Chavez and Mildred Taylor. And I can't look at your fight with John Molina. I got those fights buried under my collection. I can't watch them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. But here's the thing, man. At least they got to come back and get them some fights and some, Well, but my thing now is, man, I'm just putting it all into Devin Haney and Darren Cunningham and my guys. So, I just got more passion now because I didn't get to do what I could have done in the ring. Like, that's why I got the hunger that I got. We was in the gym last night. We was all in the gym last night, on Sunday. So, no trainer will outwork me. That's a fact.
And I want to bring up something else too. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Just like Ohio is a hotbed for boxing, Newark, we produce fighters like Marvin Hagler and old school fighters like Johnny Sexton and Maurice Harris and James Hard Rock Green. I want to give a shout out to Ohio because I'm gonna tell you why. This is back in the day. A young Shakur Stevenson, he was maybe 16 years old. I was at Elite Boxing Gym. Then there was a tournament, and out of the 15 fights, Ohio fighters came to Newark, and y'all won 12. So y'all cleaned us out, man. The Shakur was one of the very few fighters who won his fight in Newark, and I was mad as hell at Ohio for like a year because y'all came to Newark, man, and wiped us out, man.
Oh,
so
no,
shout out to Ohio.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it, man. We got some major hitters, man. Like I got the Mason brothers moving out here soon. If you ever heard of them.
What's their first names?
The Mason brothers. There's 5 of them.
Woo!
Yeah, one of them is #1 in the country. One turned pro. They all moving out here, but man, we got major hitters in Ohio, man. Like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The best team I ever seen in my life in the amateurs is the team Broner came up under. If you familiar with them, Mike Stafford's amateur team that he had like in the early 2000s and the 90s. I never in my life seen a team that good ever in my life. Like these dudes would not even train; they would come off the corner. I had dudes like that at my gym. I had dudes that they were literally slaying drugs on the corner where our gym was at, and they'd say, "Come in and tell me when it's time to spar." They'd take their shirt off, leave their jeans on, crush everybody in the gym, and go right back on the block and win national tournaments like that. And Broner's gym, man, listen. When I tell you they probably could have had 50 to 100 world champions, it was like they had a water fountain, man. Like, all right, you come to their gym and drink out the fountain, you just gonna be Sweet Pea Mayweather slick. Like these dudes had the slickest fighters that I ever seen. I'm talking about in the big number. The only thing is it's a lot of poverty and there's no opportunity there. So people lose motivation and they tend to get in trouble and get locked up and stuff like that, and the streets get them. That's the only problem why a lot of them don't get to turn pro.
Oh, I know about Ohio. I know about Mike Stafford's program. I study a lot, ever since Ezra Charles and Tim Austin and Aaron Pryor and Tony Tubbs. These are all Ohio fighters. It's always been a hotbed of boxing. Adrian Broner, coming out of Cleveland, Toledo, Buster Douglas out of Columbus. So I know about Ohio and the state of Michigan. Midwest always produced great fighters. Kronk Boxing Gym, Cleveland, like I said, Toledo, Columbus, Ray Boom Boom Mancini, Youngstown, Ohio, Harriet Roy.
For real.
Yeah,
hey, Blue,
definitely.
Blue, you wasn't playing, man. This cat knows his history for real.
I tried to tell you, man, he a historian, man.
So I grew up and my father taught me about boxing. I was 7, so I respect Ohio, and I saw that. When I went to Elite Boxing Gym in Ohio, cleaned us out, man. So, Ohio and Michigan, I always say, had the best fighters,
Yeah, because we border each other. Like it's only Detroit is like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes from Ohio. So it's kind of like Jersey and New York, I guess. It's real close. So Emmanuel Stewart, I actually was with the Kronk team. I don't know if you know that. If you knew that, I was with Emmanuel Stewart when I was young, amateurs.
No, I didn't know that. Damn, I didn't know that, Mickey.
Yeah, he bought my first boxing gym. He bought my first car. Rest in peace to Emmanuel Stewart. Yeah, he bought my first car. He bought my dad a minivan. Great dude, man. I got to share the ring with Prince Nassim before because of him. I trained with Lennox Lewis all the time, and yeah, we drove up there, man, all the time and back and forth. But Emmanuel Stewart bought me and my team our first real boxing gym in Cleveland, Ohio. So rest in peace to him. He was a real good dude, and I learned a lot from him. But yeah, we got a big, heavy lineage for fighting because people around our area love to fight. Like, the whole little Midwest, like St. Louis, Cleveland, Michigan and Chicago and all of that kind of stuff. That's like a culture, somewhat you could say that people like to fight, even street fighting wise, people love to fight, just period.
Absolutely. The reason I mention that is because, I have a lot of national pride. I like to see fighters thrive. I love boxers from everywhere, England, Mexico, Canada. But, let's be honest, I'm American, so I want to see my fighters, back in the day when you had the Matthew Saad Muhammad's of Philadelphia, there was a connection. Detroit used to fight. Tommy Hearns used to fight in Detroit before he knocked out Cuevas, and you had Marvin Johnson fight in Indianapolis and Holyfield in Atlanta. See, it means a lot for that fighter brand because you have a built-in fan base. So when you see Aaron Pryor used to fight, where he was from, so it's just good. So I want to see that back into American boxing where you can get these small towns, these like mid-sized venues and develop fighters, and you can have that built-in fan base.
1,000%, man. I agree with that. And with my guys, that's the plan. Devin Haney, we definitely gonna be going to the Bay, probably fighting at the new Warrior Stadium. I think they just got a stadium. And St. Louis got a real rich boxing culture, carrying down from the Sphinx. So Darren Cunningham, my other fighter, who would be a champion next year, he'd be fighting in St. Louis as well, both in their hometown.
We got Malik Hawkins and Kenny Ellis, Coach Kenny Ellis, there in the building.
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on with y'all, man?
We're not in the gym working.
What's up, young champion? What's going on?
Ain't nothing. We're in the gym working right now, so getting ready for October 10th.
Yes, sir. Let me introduce I got my brother Mickey Bay, former trainer, and we got my brother Kurt Anderson, the historian on, my co-host and the historian on.
What's going on? What's up,
Hey, Coach Kenny, what's up? This is my second time interviewing you. I interviewed you and Calvin Ford, and Malik Hawkins, man. That was an impressive fight against Dalton Price, man. And we're going to go into your career. I didn't know you fought Raymond Serrano early in your career, and you dusted him off. So, salute to you.
Yeah, Malik had, I think, 11 fights going into the Ray Serrano fight up against his 28. It was a step-up fight for him, and we got the job done.
Yeah, and I want to say a lot of people don't know Ray Serrano, but he's from Philadelphia. He fought Jerron Ennis. And at that time, I believe his record was 24-4 when he fought Malik Hawkins. And for a young fighter to take a dangerous fight like that, that tells you a lot about your skills. So, that's a lot of credit to you. That kind of flew under the radar.
Thank you.
So Malik, let me ask you a question. I always, man, to be 6 feet tall, man, I said that it take a lot of dedication for you. Oh, man, listed at 6 feet tall for lightweight, man. So you got to be dedicated inside and outside the ring. What is that like, man? You got a big frame. Your frame is definitely put on weight.
I mean, it's not really no different. I mean, only thing I just consider myself, to be the big bully of the division now. Now that I'm the biggest, super lightweight in the division. So now I just got to go in there, and be the big bully how I say I am.
Mm-hmm. Now you got a big fight coming up. What's the biggest takeaway you had dealing with everything as far as the pandemic, man, and staying in shape and things of that nature?
I mean, it wasn't really. Only difference was, just more isolation. That's the only thing. But other than that, as far as being in camp and things like that, I'm always gonna be focused when I'm in camp, and when I'm not in camp, I'm always gonna be focused.
Now you shared with David, you got over there, you got Malik over there. Like being in the gym with all that young man and
I mean, it's a brotherhood for real, because we all grew up together. We watched each other grow up and things of that nature. Of course, brothers, they argue sometimes, but it's all love at the end of the day. We can be mad at each other on Monday and be right back laughing again together on Tuesday. So it's all love.
Now, you get a lot of sparring in with them?
Yeah. We've been sparring together for years. We still spar. We spar sometimes to this day.
Man.
Yeah, Malik, are you familiar with your upcoming opponent? I believe I forgot his first name. I think his name is something Macias. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah. I'm familiar with him. I know he's a very aggressive type fighter. Tries to come in there, tries to bully his opponent and things of that nature. But it's nothing that I haven't seen before. It's nothing that any other opponent hasn't tried to do to me before. So I'm used to it.
Oh, okay. And what is your walking around weight?
My walk around weight be between 165 and 168 for real.
Okay. Go ahead, Blue.
Now you in the gym right now. You get ready for sparring?
Yeah, actually, I'm finishing up my workout. I'm sparring probably about like another hour and a half, 2 hours for real.
Man, the fight is coming up, man. It's amazing, man. The sport of boxing, and you guys into the future, man. You feel pressure to have big performances and have to keep up with other young superstars in the sport of boxing.
No, it's no pressure. The only pressure I feel with me just going in there, trying to impress, people like the network, trying to impress my promoter for real. But other than that, it's really no pressure for real. There's no pressure. I feel no pressure from from whoever I'm fighting, or no pressure from my coaches or none of that.
Yeah, that Dalton Price fight, that was a rarity, because it's very rare these days to see two up-and-coming fighters, with winning records fight each other. So, that was a good fight, and you shined in that fight, but I'm not sure that he wants a rematch, or you looking to fry bigger fish. What are your thoughts about the Dalton Price fight? Because, it was hot and heated.
I mean, of course, he might want a rematch, but I don't really see no reason for me to give him a rematch. His rank not higher than mine, and he not like I fight for ranking and money for a world title shot. He don't got either one.
Right.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Oh, I just want to ask him, when when you in a fight, what do you like a certain type of glove? Like, certain fighters like horsehair gloves. They like a certain type of glove. If you're a puncher, do you prefer a certain type of glove when you fight?
No, not really. The gloves don't really make the fighter. I mean, it don't really matter to me. I know what the gloves I wouldn't recommend myself to fight in. I wouldn't fight in Reyes gloves because they hurt my hand. But if I got to, I will.
Now let me ask you this, right? You got should you get past this fight? I'm expecting you to get past this fight. But once you get past this fight, I know you don't want to look too far past the future, but the situation with Hunter. We're gonna get a resolution to that soon after this.
Oh yeah, he gotta see me. He gotta see me regardless. But it don't matter if it's a fight, bond match, or we can wrestle. It don't matter what it is. He gotta see me.
That's a personal situation for you.
Yeah, that's real personal.
Man, go ahead, Kurt.
Hey, Malik, at the present time, you familiar with Macias. Without giving too much away, are you working on a certain punch or a combination?
Not really. Not really. Just mainly working on more defense for real. Just being ready for the type of shots that he's gonna throw. Because they're gonna throw some crazy type shots. But mainly that's mainly it.
And how many days a week are you in the gym?
Every day.
Go ahead, Blue.
When do you start winding down your training camp?
Actually, I start winding down probably about next week, about next Wednesday or something like that.
What's the biggest fight in Malik Hawkins? Who's the fighter that outside of Hunter that you say that's the fight you want to? That's the direction you want to go in. That's a must fight for you outside of Hunter.
I don't really know. I don't really know for real.
Now your stablemate got a big fight coming up. Devontae St. Davis, October 24th. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's gonna be a good fight. I know Tank in the gym working hard. I know Santa Cruz is working hard. I know both of them going to put on a hell of a fight. Come October 24th. That's one thing I do know.
Are you gonna head that way after your fight?
Actually, no. That's the day of my baby shower.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's your thoughts on my guy, man, Lorenzo Truck Simpson, man? One of my favorite fighters, man.
That's my little brother right there. My little brother, man. I watch him grow up. Help him win. Majority of his national championships when he was an amateur. Now I'm helping him. Climb through the rankings as a professional.
Mm. What's your biggest attribute? Because when people automatically they're gonna say, man, that size advantage and that height advantage, the jab automatically, when you see guys in weight division like yours with your height and your length, we automatically think about Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? So what's your biggest attribute if you had to describe?
I feel like my biggest attribute is my rank generalship, my IQ.
And what got you in the sport of boxing, man?
Me growing up in a rough neighborhood, I was always getting, I was always getting bullied a lot. My parents decided, to put me in the boxing just to learn how to defend myself. So once I won my first national championship, it was on after that.
Once you got a taste of it, huh?
Yeah, once I won my first belt, my first real belt, it was on.
Now there's another fight that's being talked about, Gary Russell, Devin Haney. Have you heard anything about it?
Yeah, I heard about it, but hey, I look at it like it ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's DMV though.
Yeah, of course. But I ain't got nothing to do with Gary Russell and Devin Haney. I ain't got nothing to do with whatever they got going on. That's between them two.
Do you keep an eye out to all the fighters in and around your division? Are you a fan of the sport, or there's a lot of guys, that are great at the sport of boxing, but they don't really watch it if they're not fighting, or if it's not somebody like a family member or a friend or a friend. Are you a fan of the sport? Do you watch all matches?
I mean, I don't really watch boxing like that. I mean, I watch like if it's on, like if I hear about a certain type of fight that I want to watch. But I don't really watch it for real.
Now, Coach Calvin is out in Vegas. Are you still in touch with him while he's out there? He's still calling you, making sure everything is on the up and up?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, Malik. Are you the type of fighter that watch film of your future opponent or the guy you fighting, or are you like Pernell Whitaker who never watched film and he adapts what his opponents do? So, do you watch film or not of your opponents?
I mean, I used to not watch. I mean, I ain't never really watched film, but as I started climbing the ladder, I started getting into like once I started probably about my 14th fight. That's when I really started watching film and stuff like that. My coaches advised me, you need to start, watching film and things of that. Because, not watching film, it'll get you over the hump sometimes, but it's not always going to do it.
And let me ask you, who's your favorite fighter of all time, Malik?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Besides Floyd?
Yeah.
Tommy Hearns.
I can see the comparison. Tommy Hitman Hearns, okay. Because you're tall, and I like tall, lean fighters like a Bob Foster or Tommy Hearns or Deontay Wilder. They got them long muscles because they can maintain their weight better. So do you have a strict diet in between fights?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, no, but I never had a problem with cutting weight or nothing like that.
Okay. Go ahead, Blue.
How hard is it when you have a personal fight, like the situation with you to not let your emotions, because it's still a sport, right? You still gotta be calm, cool, and collective in the ring. When you have a situation like that, man, like, is your approach different than your approach is on a normal fight?
I mean, no, my approach it's not different because at the end of the day, it's still business at the end of the day. But I still gotta go in there. I'm not gonna forget what he did, the things he did. So I'm just gonna make the ass look even worse.
Well, go ahead, Kurt.
Oh, let me ask him something, man. I want to know this. Boxing history, when a fighter fights in his hometown, he usually have a lack of concentration. Like you see what happened with Jerry Hurd when he fought J-Rock. And then, ironically, J-Rock loses to Jason Rosario in his hometown. So do you feel pressure when, you got the family out there, your girl or whoever, your cousins, everybody want tickets to see Malik Hawkins? Do you rather fight away or at home?
I mean,
or it don't matter?
I mean, it really don't matter to me because I know at the end of the day, I still got a job to do when I get in there. My fans can't fight for me. My family can't fight for me. And not even my coaches. My coaches can't fight for me. I'm the only one that can get in the ring, and throw my hands and, come out victorious. So that's all. That's what I know.
Okay. Go ahead, Blue.
All right, Chan. Well, I know you got to get your training and your sparring.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you coming through and showing love, man. You gotta come back. You gotta come back. You gotta come back through after the fight, man.
All right, definitely appreciate it.
Definitely.
And Malik, man, we'll be watching.
All right, definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Sir.
All right. Yeah, man. He got a lot of tools, man. What you think about him, Kurt?
Yeah, when I seen him fight Price and him, and he and his 11 pro fight, Raymond Serrano is a good fighter, man. And I was surprised that he took him on early in his career. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that tell me a lot about a young fighter, man. They just throw him in the water. Either he's sinking or swimming by fighting an established world-class fighter like Raymond Serrano.
Yeah, I agree, Kurt.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. I just don't want to eat in y'all face because I'm smashing this
It's
food
all
over
good,
here,
man. I'm
but
doing the same thing behind the scenes, man. Go ahead, Kurt.
Nah, I just had my wife just made me chicken, rice, and so when you was talking to him, I was eating as well. A big old plate. So I was, hey.
We all doing the same thing, man. Look.
I ate my food a record time, so go ahead, Mickey, man, you do your thing. But man, I just want to say we got a lot of good fights, man, coming up. The boys versus Joyce. That's going to be like a rock'em sock'em drag out fight. Teofimo and Lomachenko. We trying to make this Haney and Russell fight. You got I just heard Monster Noya Nui's fighting on Halloween. So many fights. Navarrete's fighting, man. Blue. That fight Saturday was a damn good fight. Kavakakis versus Zuski.
Mm-hmm.
Green Machine could punch. I don't care what anybody say. They should put him in the ring with Sergey Lipinets. That'd be a good fight.
But you know who I want to see him fight now? Jaron Ennis.
That's a good matchup, man. I think Jaron will paint a picture because Jaron has so many athletic skills. But here's the thing. He has athleticism and natural skill. And that's what's going to make him tough because people say, Kirk, let me ask you something. What you look for in a young fighter when you know he's going to be successful? And I told him when he has athleticism and when he have natural skill and he come from a boxing family because that's pedigree. He's been around it, but this guy has God-given talent, man, Jaron Ennis. If he has the intangibles to match the athleticism and the skill level, he's going to be held to beat. I don't care who it is.
I hear them talking about Igor Kavaluskas and Virgil Ortiz. That's going to be a barn burner.
I tell you what about Ortiz, and I like Ortiz, but he can't continue to fight in a one-dimensional style when he move up in competition. It looks good. See, boxing can be fool's gold, and we normally fall for it when we see punchers like Mike Tyson and Ernie Shavers and Sonny Liston. They think they can beat everybody. Or Trinidad, how he come at a straight line and knock out everybody. But when you fight somebody who's polished and can punch with you, then the whole tenor of the fight changes. So people made fun of Crawford being knocked down because that was a knockdown against Green Machine. But Green Machine can punch. If he hit you, he gonna hurt you. You're gonna feel it. So that would be a very interesting fight. I still favor Ortiz, but Kavakakis is one of those fighters who's a dark horse, man. And the more he fights, he can get better with time because I've been studying him. I say this guy can fight.
Yep. And now we gotta. He don't have the namesake. And salute to Brent Woods in the super chat. He says shout out to my boy Mickey Bay. We from the same hood, 116th to 23rd, and we definitely came from the mud. And the Mason brothers is legit. Look, my little bros. And Abdullah Mason is the #1 in the nation at 216. Oh, he said hashtag the 216. And salute to my brother Chris Trucker. He said Malik and Coach Kenny, what up? Baltimore in the building. Salute to B-More, man. Salute to my brother Mo 2013. He said you a legend, Blue. Hashtag smash the like button. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you 1,000%. Yeah, man, Kurt, man. The sport of boxing, man, is at an all-time high right now.
I'm excited. These are very important months this fall, and I don't think Fury and Wilder is going to fight in December. I think it's going to be pushed back. That's my prediction. So we have a lot of fights, man. But that team Lomachenko, I cannot wait till October 17th. And even I forgot about the Charlo card. Those are dangerous fights for both Charlos. Jason Rosario reminds me of Murky Sosa so much. and you got Deverenchenko, and Deverenchenko talk about putting pressure on Charlo. And remember, Charlo got one of the best jabs in the business. It's a shotgun jab, but the Charlo's going to have to be on their A game, you know, because these are fights that they can very well lose. And you got Spence and Garcia, you know, Spence coming, you know, after the car wreck. You don't know how he's going to perform, man. I think he's going to be all right, but it's 50-50. We've seen fighters that was in car crashes, Sandy Sadler, who was never the same. And then we've seen guys in car crashes like Vinny Pazienza, who broke his neck, and he was better than ever. You know, so, you know, it remains to be seen with Earl Spence Jr. and Danny Garcia. That's a dangerous fight because, you know, Garcia can punch. He got good timing, but he's not fast. So if I was Spence, I would box and move out the way of that left hook, you know, and jab, and keep jabbing.
Yeah, man. You know, I just think that I'm confident that Errol Spence is going to be back to himself. I like the ability, not the ability. I like the mindset that Errol is displaying, and it seems like he's rededicated himself back to the sport. And I think that version of Errol Spence is just going to prove to be too much for Danny Garcia. I think that Danny Garcia relies on his timing, and he can catch Errol in in exchanges. But Errol's just defensively savvy. You know, he keeps his high guard up. You know, he's responsible on defense, and I just can't see him allowing one of those big punches or those big hooks from Danny Garcia to come through. I just can't see it, man. I mean, we never know what happens in the sport of boxing, right? Anything can happen, and we don't know how they're gonna come. Like everybody said, we don't know if Errol gonna come back and be himself, right? But I just can't see him allowing one of those big punches to come through. And you know, I would be surprised. You know, I would be surprised. They both could be flat-footed at times, but Danny's far more flat-footed than Errol. So I'm just expecting Errol to put on. This is his opportunity, because when he did it against Mikey Garcia, everybody was like, well, Mikey was too small. They dismissed Mikey Garcia. So I just feel like this is his opportunity right now to be able to showcase his boxing skills, and it be against an opponent that you can't take away from. You know what I'm saying, Kurt? And guys, smash the like button, man. We got 600 people, man. We should have 600 likes. I don't know how many likes we got, but smash the like button. What you think, Kurt? Am I on?
Yeah, he just can't fight Garcia like he fought Porter, because you're fighting Garcia's fight, and that's what he wants. You know, Garcia is best when you're standing in front of him. But if you have good footwork, or you just, as a boxer, you look at the Mauricio Herrera fight, and it doesn't matter how long ago, because it's a certain style that Danny has trouble against. You know, you don't fight fighters like Danny Garcia and Canelo Alvarez standing still with your shoulders square. You give them movement, and they become somewhat discombobulated. You know, and you seen Granados, who was a smaller man, and he tried to stand in front of Garcia, and look what happened to him. You know, so you have to move. And like I said, Spence could make the fight a lot easier for himself if he constantly moves to his right and jab. You know, because that takes away Danny's left hook, which is 80% of his weaponry. And Spence can now, and if Danny becomes frustrated, or his spirit's a little broken, then you can go to work. You can still box him, but now you can start putting punches together. You know, hooks and straight left hands and so on. So you have to box Danny Garcia. You know, Brandon Rios, even though he was shot, he stood right in front of Danny Garcia when he landed that right hand. You know, so give him a little bit of movement, not a lot, but just enough, and you'll beat Garcia. I know his weakness. I've been studying Garcia for a while.
Hey, babe, Gary Russell brother want to come in, man.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna send him the link. Y'all can keep cooking. I'm gonna send him the link.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I'm excited. Jerron Ennis is fighting Saturday night, man. I can't wait. And then you got the Charlo card, and Taylor's fighting, Josh Taylor's fighting. So I can't wait, man. I'm excited about boxing, man. After the COVID, we had some fights, but now this is the meat. This is, where we get, into it, man. So, October and November and September, Tank Davis and Leo, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited all over again, like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, me too, man. I can't wait, man. It's all the young talent is what got me, man. But babe, what you think about Teofimo Lomachenko, man?
Man, I don't really watch too many fights unless it's good matchups nowadays. That's one I'm gonna watch for sure. But that's you got the young guy that want to take the throne that's coming up. He just came off a real good, impressive win against Richard Comey. But then you got Lomachenko who can do it all, man. He got that experience. He gonna present some major problems for Teofimo. It's gonna be about whether Teofimo could hurt him or not, really, because other than that, I don't really see. I mean, I don't see how he can really win, really. Even though he's a good fighter, I just don't. I think that Devin Haney is the only one that can outskill him. Like I know that he can outskill Lomachenko. A lot of stuff he does wouldn't work on Devin, so. But I don't really see nobody else solving that problem unless they hurt him or get him out of there.
Now, in the chat, they're asking me to ask y'all about this Saturday, Terrell Goucher, Erickson Lubin.
That's my man, Goucher. He's from Cleveland, man. I got to go with him. I got to go with Terrell, man. I'm rooting for my boy. Lubin can fight, though, man. That's a hell of a matchup. But I got to go with Terrell.
What you think, Kurt?
I had to go with Lubin. Goucher is a boxer. He's technical. But Lubin is a boxer who can punch. He has an Olympic pedigree. I think Lubin is on a mission. I think it'd be a good fight for a while. Then Lubin's going to pull away. I would say unanimous decision for Erickson Lubin, and I got Jerron Ennis by devastating knockout over Abreu.
I can't wait for this fight, man, because it got personal for them.
Who, Terrell and Lubin?
Yeah, they've been going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Terrell dog, man. He might have a certain style, but man, like dude just put in that chat, man. He from the trenches too there. So, everybody comes from the trenches, but man, it's just some different kind of trenches though in the country. So, I gotta say, man, Terrell ain't backing down. You could believe that. Like he gonna come to get it. I guarantee you that. This is gonna be a great fight.
Now I just got some interesting news that they announced Dillian White and Alexander Povetkin is going to be November 21st already. That's a quick turnaround after getting brutally knocked out like that, man.
Yeah, that's Eddie Hearn because he has plans for Dillian White. That loss was a shock, and so Eddie Hearns is throwing that. I knew it was going to happen, and it was announced today, and I wouldn't be surprised if Povetkin knock him out again.
What you think about that, Bay? That's the business, right? That's the ugly side of the business. Ran his head again because he just got knocked out in late August.
Man, what's that saying, man? Before the pride, the fall. What y'all doing? I'm talking about before the pride come to fall, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Man, it's that pride, man. He probably heated. Like, wasn't he up winning the fight?
He sure was.
Dillian White.
Yeah.
So he felt like, damn, all I gotta do is prevent that one thing from happening. He got caught slipping. But yeah, that's too fast for me. If I was with Dillian White, I would say wait to next year. But sometime in that pride, he don't want to wear that on he don't want to have that on his resume. Forget and erase it. That's what I think it's about. Just his just his pride and him feeling like, damn, I just got caught slipping. But yeah, it is kind of dangerous to come back that soon
How
off
about
of a KO. Like it was a brutal knockout.
He didn't even have. When you have a knockout like that, you usually have to suspended for at least 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
How's he even fighting? Like
Eddie Hearn got his fingerprints all over this. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna tell you something. Boxing is the ultimate truth serum. You know, and what I mean by that, it will make you show yourself. Boxing itself will make you peel off layers. Dillian White was winning the fight. He knocked Povetkin down twice, and he talking about fighting Wilder and Fury or whoever. He tried to jockey for a position, and Povetkin uppercut changed all that. That I swear that was a Mike Tyson move, man. And the crouch with your gloves up, dip to the left, and come between the guards. That was pretty. That was pretty about Povetkin.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it definitely was. But it's like that was end of August, right? So you're talking that's 3 months after suffering a brutal knockout like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even think that would have happened if it wasn't a pandemic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think about it, right? How's he even gonna be able to spar?
Dang.
Well, I seen him hitting the bag already. He's back in the gym. He was back in the gym.
You said sparring. Sparring is different.
Right.
Yep.
You can get clipped in the gym.
Right.
Yeah, that's man. Yeah, that's dangerous for sure.
So now let me ask you this, babe. Stylistically, along aside from the size difference, stylistically, why is it a bad matchup for Gary with Dev?
Just because really I don't even want to know if I want to even give it away, because if they step up and it happens, we still trying to make it happen.
Right.
I'm gonna just say this, man, and this me being real, because I don't see nobody at featherweight beating Gary. But man, him coming up, nobody at lightweight can beat Devin as it is. Like, it's no way a featherweight coming up and beating him. I don't care who it is. Like, you're not gonna win a round against him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can tell you. That is all he got over Devin is experience. He got good hand speed and he got experience, but other than that, Dev ain't the one, man. I'm telling you. Like, he ain't the one to test the lightweight waters with. I promise that, though.
Now, what is it that you see in the gym that the fans may not see, or may look at it and say, well, why is this so dangerous for Gary Russell or everybody else to come up there? Because a lot of people see Dev and they see pure boxer.
Man, listen. Dev could do it all, man. He can do it all, man. He can do it all at a high level, at a young age, and it's some stuff, man, that by me being, I always watched him. I always knew him since he first started boxing, like seeing him and always watched his progression. But it's a difference me training him and feeling the shots and seeing how hard he can hit. And everything I say, he can do it right on the fly. The way that we work, it's a certain system how we work, and he can do everything, and he can do it the right way. Like, man, he just a freak. That's the best way to explain it, man. He a freak of nature.
All right, babe. This is Batman. This is Gary Russell brother right here.
Oh, okay. Well, what's up, Batman?
What's up, Mickey? I'm a fan, baby.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I'm a fan of the Russells too, man. Just not on this one. Just not on this one, man. But I like the family, man. I knew Gary since he was little, man. So yeah, I like all of the brothers.
You ain't supposed to be, man. You the trainer of the opponent.
Yeah, man. So yeah. So I'm on the opposite side this time.
But man, we want this fight. It's just, man, I can't say no names. It's some names, man, they probably don't want it. They probably don't want it to happen because, it's like, if you go back and look at it, it's some shit I never said before. If you go back and look at it, when he got into it with Floyd Mayweather, he cannot get a fight. The fighter he was supposed to get, Tank got him. I mean, if y'all look at it, then look at my other two brothers' career. One of my brothers undefeated, 17-0 with 12 knockouts. You don't hear about him. One of my brothers, 13-0 with 13 knockouts, and he was an Olympian. He was in the same Olympics that Shakur Stevenson and all them other guys, Teofimo Lopez and who else was in that Olympics with him? That's
was he? Damn, I ain't know that. Dang, that's good.
That's talked about now, but he's not talked about. Why? I mean, why?
Oh.
It must be somebody behind the scenes is trying to pull strings to keep their talents unnoticed. I mean, you can see it. If you really pay attention to it, the fans, if y'all go back and pay attention to it, you got a U.S. Olympian that got cheated out his gold medal. He got cheated out his gold medal. It's not talked about at all at 140. He haven't been past the third round at 140 at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I didn't even know. I didn't know that Gary had another brother that went to the Olympics.
That's what I'm saying. You in the boxing, and you don't even know this.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy, but I ain't surprised, because that's the one thing I can say is I ain't surprised. So, because I done been through the storm. So, but I do hope that whatever it is, man, it come to pass, and man, they get to be seen and move forward. Because man, that's a bad feeling having all that talent and not being able to use it.
And for the fans not to be able to see it.
Oh yeah. I was talking about his younger brothers because I wasn't aware of that, but I've heard about him, and I, haven't really been seeing him fight. So, I wouldn't have known why that is, but on the other hand, yeah, Devin and Gary, I think is, one of the hottest fights in boxing right now.
So why it ain't being made? Why it ain't being made? My brother want to fight Devin, and Devin want to fight my brother. It's not the fighters. It's not the fighters. It's people in their ears. I mean, my brother want the spotlight. He haven't had it for the last 5 years. They deprived him for the last 5 years of having a spotlight. You think he don't want a spotlight?
Yeah, man. Damn. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Listen, Mickey. You don't think he want to be in a big fight or big payday?
I always wondered though why him and Santa Cruz never fought, because that was one that should have been easily made.
I got a theory. Listen to my theory. Santa Cruz is supposed to fight Gary Russell right after the JoJo Diaz fight. It didn't happen. So Gary started calling out Tank. 6 months later, Leo started calling out Tank. Bam, the WBC made Leo Santa Cruz the mandatory for my brother. He moves up to 130 to fight for a vacant title. Tank moves to go fight for a vacant regular title. But now Tank is moving back down to fight for his own title. Do that sounds creepy, or do that sounds logical?
I was surprised.
I'm coming back down to fight for my title that I vacated. Why am I even doing this? It don't sound right.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Because I've been like shit. I thought that fight would have been happened with your brother in Santa Cruz for sure.
ever since he said something about Floyd, it's like all his opportunities has been blocked.
Man, yeah, that's crazy.
Ever since he said,
That's the part of the game that exists, man. I couldn't get on here faking and say that kind of stuff don't happen in this game.
that's what I'm saying. Ever since he said Floyd called his phone and he had to check Floyd, all his opportunities have been blocked. It's documented. It's video documented. Ever since he had that interview with Fred, barbershop conversations, he haven't had no opportunities. But this one right here. And the only reason he had this opportunity is because it's coming from another network.
Okay, so this is the reason why Gary haven't been able to been busy then. Like, so he been wanting to fight. It's just been something else on the outside.
He don't want to fight bums. I want to fight.
Yeah, right.
I want to fight the best. I don't want to keep piling my record up with bums. I got the WBC title.
Right.
So why would I sit here? I be having hand problems. I be having this and that. Why would I sit here and fight and waste my hands on bums than the best? It wouldn't make no sense.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Because it's a lot of huge fights out there. Because I would have even him and instead of even Leo Santa Cruz versus Gary, him and Tank is a huge fight because y'all from the same area as well, outside of Devin versus Gary. I always thought them two was big.
And this gonna sell out around here in the DMV. And
yeah, y'all from the same area.
Listen to this. Ever since, like, at first Tank wouldn't say nothing, but now he's making a statement that Gary Russell don't sell. He's too small. He's too small in stature and in physical form. That ain't nothing but talk. Somebody told him that. Because if you listen to Tank talk, Tank don't even think like that. He don't even think like that. Go back and look at his other interviews before Gary started calling him out. He don't even think like that. So if somebody in his ear telling him to say certain shit, I mean, that's my opinion. That's my theory.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm shit. I got caught off guard with it, really, because I know how this game could be, Yeah, it's there's some crazy politics in this game.
And then if you don't dance for them, they will take everything from you in front of the fans. And the fans won't even, they got the fans thinking you ducking. They got the fans thinking this. They got the fans thinking that. But the whole time it's the powers that be behind the scenes. And now Floyd Mayweather is a power to be behind the scenes. There's no way around it. There's no way around it to say Floyd is not a power to be behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically he it's another party to where it ain't gonna go through, in your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Or why it's getting held up. It could still happen, but why it's getting held up.
I can't say. I can say, but I can't say. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, man. When it comes to that,
if I say it won't hurt me. If I said it won't hurt me, it's gonna hurt my loved ones.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, damn, yeah, that's crazy. Like, yeah, I ain't, yeah, that's the crazy part of the game.
See, that's just like if you had loved ones you spitting this real game right here. But if you had loved ones that's really in this game, you wouldn't even be saying half of the stuff you saying because it'll hurt your loved ones.
Yeah, yeah. See, I just recite a couple of the things that went on with me. Just because I know, I'm pretty much, I'm done. I'm more on the, I got my guys, fighting with Devin and them, and Devin, it's a good thing that him and his dad, they get to call all of the shots. And my other fighter, Darren Cunningham, who's gonna be fighting for a belt next year, they all pretty much work together. So I'm just glad that they don't got to go through that kind of stuff that I've been through, and that a lot of other fighters go through.
Yeah, because you already got the game.
Yeah, man. So yeah, shit. Yeah, that's a hell of a huge fight though, for sure. But it was a lot of them, so yeah, I didn't know what was going on, why he wasn't fighting a lot. But I'm like, damn, I want to see this fight, that fight, him and Shakur, y'all from that area,
But
then by him and Devin is fucking hot. Everybody in the world want to see it.
But listen, Shakur already worked with my brother. He know the real deal. That's why he won't even say his name to say I want to fight Gary Russell. He say this. He keep it political. I will fight Gary Russell if the opportunity comes, but he don't go after my brother like he go after Josh Morton or Leo Santa Cruz. This is the fight game. We can be friends after. We can shake hands.
I agree with that.
We can shake hands after, but if I talk shit to you, we can be friends and shake hands after the fight.
Yeah, 100%. That's how it should be. That's how it was in the 80s, 90s, 70s, all through the era of the sport. Like, and that's why Devin and Gary, that's probably why how they fight came about, because people ducking Gary and they ducking Dev. Dev wanted the Lomachenko fight.
Lomachenko ducked him.
He did.
He ducked him because he got a Floyd Mayweather style and he's long and rangy. That's
100,
why he ducked him.
100%. People don't want to admit it, but
and Lomachenko fight from the outside. He's dangerous from the outside. So he don't really he got an inside game, but it's not a true inside game. He like to use his feet and box from the outside. So why would I box a long rangy guy that's athletic and box it and use boxing ability itself? Why would I do that?
100%. See, because Dev was number one to fight him, and they turned him into the franchise champion.
Yeah, because he thinking this is a young 20-year-old man that got energy. I'm not gonna get him tired. We both like to box, so it's gonna be a chess match. Now that he's the bigger, stronger guy, I like to box from the outside. So, damn, how I'm gonna do this? If I go on the inside, I might get caught. I done got caught like 3 times already. I got Gary Russell sit me on my ass. Linares set me on my ass. Now, this young guy might sit me on my ass and get on top of me.
Oh, Dad gonna finish the job.
Why take the chance?
Yeah, that's exactly how they see it.
But, but us, I see it a different manner. I see it in a different manner. This how I see it. If you go back, like I told Bill Haney, to get power, Dev cock his punches too much. He cock his punches too much. He's wide on his hook too much. And when he try to get super power, he's too wide on his right hand. And my brother don't cock his punches. He can generate power from right where he at. And that will be, and Dev might don't see a punch and it might hurt him. And my brother is a great inside fighter. And Dev ain't that great of an inside fighter, but he's good. He's not that great.
All right, but so when was the fights that that you saw that in?
I saw the fight in DC when he fought in DC, and when he hit the dude with the shot that got him out of there. It was two looping of a punch. A real fighter. See, and the boxing dude. The boxing dude, it was good. It showed that he can be the boxer, but the dude was kind of weak. If you know what I'm saying by weak, he was boxing his foundation was weak. Dev can push him around. He wasn't pushing back and stuff like that. That's where Dev got him at as the physical form. But he looping his punches too much. And when y'all was just working on the bag, he's looping. When he throwing his double hooks, it's coming from too wide. It's coming from too wide.
All right.
He can't bring his look. He can't be right here and just shoot it. He
can. No, Dev could do it. Dev could do it all. Listen. Hold on. What you seen? Hey, what you seen? That was just a little last minute drill. He was working already for 2-3 hours.
He shouldn't be working on bad habits.
But hold on. But see, Gary got way more. And I like Gary as a fighter, but I ain't even gonna say a lot of his mistakes. But I tell you like this, it was shown when he fought JoJo Diaz, he was catching fucking Gary with some shit. If that was Devin,
he was catching Gary with body shots.
No, listen.
Cool.
He caught Gary with better shots than Gary caught him with.
No, because he was shelled up the whole time. Why? From the first, when you look at that fight, from the first round to the 6th round, JoJo don't even start throwing punches. He started throwing punches when he see Gary start wearing down.
Right, but hold on. Why did he wear down though?
Because he's exerting too much energy.
Wait, too much energy. Dev don't wear down though. So hold on.
Cool. That's cool. But I got a plan for Dev.
Man, it ain't no plan. Dev can adapt to whatever y'all bring. I'm telling you, listen. This how much I like Gary, man. Listen. Man, listen, I don't even wish this on Gary. And listen, at featherweight, I can't even think of nobody that could beat him at featherweight. But listen, man, at lightweight, he wouldn't win a round against Dev. I promise. I bet money on that.
Listen to me. When Dev was 16,
come back in, Batman.
I'm coming back in.
This getting fun now, Blue.
That's what I say. You gotta come back in now, man. There you go.
Mickey.
Yeah, I'm here.
You hear me?
Yeah.
When Dev was 16, he had a problem with Shakur Stevenson. Now, you got people number in boxing. Go ask Chop Coley. He was in y'all camp over there. Floyd brought him over there to work with him. Go ask Chop Coley. Go ask Lamont Peterson. When my brother was 16 to 15, he was busting their ass. Them big, long, rangy fighters that think they can outbox somebody, he was busting their ass.
Oh no, I seen it for myself, but he ain't never fought nobody like Devin though in the pros.
Listen to this. My brother at 140 will fuck Devin Haney up, all the way up. And
who you talking? Who? Oh, I ain't see. Nah, listen. I promise you this, can't nobody at 35 or 40. I'll put my whole life savings that nobody at 35 or 40 can beat that.
Bet. Go look at my little brother tapes.
Oh no, I'm gonna watch it, but I'm sure I'm gonna like him. But I promise you, he can't beat that. He can't win around against Dev.
Dev can't even do this, and I'm gonna tell y'all what Dev can't do that all my little brothers can do. When they get in the inside, they can hit you with 4 or 5 punch combos.
Damn, I hate that it's breaking up. Man, listen.
Good, right? He talking about Gary Antoine Russell, right? At 140.
Yeah, I gotta check him out. I was hearing some good stuff about him, but I gotta see him. I know all his brothers can fight though.
Listen, Mickey. Can't, and I ain't seen nobody in boxing do it yet. They cannot slip a punch and hit you with 4 or 5 punch combinations like they doing on the mitts. There's nobody in boxing that can do that.
But hold on,
my family is the only one, when you go look at their tapes, is doing this.
But listen, that's because Dev don't have to do it. Listen, if he hit a dude with 4 or 5, they gonna be out of there. Man, like he don't got. Listen, with Dev, it's no way he landed 4 or 5. Now, number one, none of them gonna hit Dev for more than 1 shot straight. They ain't hitting him with 4 or 5 punches. Who are they hitting with this?
Man, all the boxes, all the good boxes you seen.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I was pissed off on this fight, but Lomachenko, man, he outclassed the shit out Gary, and I was mad because I had money on the fight.
And I had 5,000 on the fight. Motherfucker, he had to lose. You a boxer? He had to lose 5 pounds in one day. In 1 day, he was literally drained. You can look at it in the fight. Sometimes
tell me this: why he want the rematch with Lomachenko? You know Lomachenko will take.
He been calling for it.
I don't know. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I know when the fighter really want to fight.
I seen Gary
won every fight in boxing except Devin Haney and Lomachenko. Them only 2 where I'm like, man, hold on, he might be bluffing a little bit.
We want this fight. We be behind closed doors. This shit is already mapped out.
So how many rounds you think he'll last with Dev? You think he'll get past 7, 8?
He's gonna stop Dev.
Well, what, the hook? Oh, we see that hook coming. Oh, we see the hook.
You can see it. But
we see his hook.
Listen, you can see it, but the left hand hurt too.
We can see the hook.
Go look at the tapes. Every time he touched somebody to the body, it's repeated. He touched him to the body. Bam. Then it opens the left hook, the right hook up. Why you think? Because he punched hard with both hands.
Nah, he don't punch hard with the left.
He do. Why you think the body shot? Listen, go look at every knockdown he got. He's throwing the brick. He's throwing the brick to the body, hook to the head.
He commit with the hook. He got a good hook. He ain't hitting us with it though. He ain't hitting us with it.
Man, he's gonna touch him with that, man.
Listen, man, listen. Tell Gary, man, listen. At featherweight, man. I can't think of a person that'll beat him, man. But listen, he biting off more than he could chew at lightweight, man. He don't want to do that. He should probably fight. Let me think. I could see him beating Lee Selby. Lee Selby at lightweight.
You think Dev's too slow?
Dev is too slow.
Too slow?
Yeah, man. Hey, Mickey Bay, I wish you could come over to our gym and I can show you what speed look like. We can show you what real speed look like. And you'll be like, God damn. My man, Blue Blood supposed to come down here. Blue Blood gonna see what real speed look like.
No, listen, Gary got a lot of speed, but Devin is more accurate.
My brothers.
Oh, your other. Oh, okay, yeah. I got to see. I seen some of them when they was little. I just don't. Speed. Yeah, they got speed, but see, Devin is more accurate though.
No, he's not.
Devin has got that Floyd Mayweather accuracy.
Listen, Gary throw that speed to open up shit.
I know he do.
Speed opens
man,
up.
Listen, let me tell you this, man. Gary really shouldn't fight him now that I'm with Dad. It's gonna be fucking brutal. Listen, everything you saying, I already told Dad. I mean, we got Gary fucking like the back of our hand, and Dad's gonna know and say, "Damn, Mick, you was right."
Listen. That's the shit y'all got on tape. He's a slim foot. He don't even have to display his whole boxing. He don't have to display it.
Man, listen, he gonna need something to come from fucking Mars if he fight Devin.
y'all gonna say, God damn, I've never seen this. If I send you some amateur tapes, you'll be like, damn, he don't even do that no more.
Hold on, listen. My guy beat Gary every time they fought. Mark Davis from my amateur gym.
Mark Davis only beat him. Listen, Mark Davis beat him when he was 10. Listen, Mark Davis.
He's breaking up again.
And all his losses came out of Ohio. Rasheed Warren and Mark Davis. But I ain't gonna lie, I never seen him lose to nobody else. I give him that. Except for, Devin Haney. We gonna, Bay. I got a lot of family out of the Bay, so his next talk gonna come out of the Bay.
The last time Mark Davis beat Gary Russell when they was 10 years old, man. When they was 10 years old. Other than that, when my brother started really believing in his whole ability, couldn't nobody fuck with him. We was going, and I don't even want to bring these stories up, and I ain't gonna put no names on it or nothing. When we was going at the Olympic Training Center, when my brother was on the Olympic team, we had to come up there and give him some real work. He was fucking everybody up on the team.
No, listen, Gary a bad boy, but at featherweight, he don't need to be getting the ring.
Listen, these guys that's 154, that was in the Olympics. I'm not saying their names, but I'm putting weight on them. That was in the Olympics. That was at 140, 132. Gary Russell was beating the shit out of him. We literally had to come up there and give my brother some work. We was up there
listen,
for
but guess what though? Guess what? Man, Devin got off on Mayweather and all kind of people. I ain't seen. Devin ain't lose around in sparring. I never seen Dev lose. I'm talking about in years.
Man, tell him go get that sparring back from Shakur.
That was how old was they? Like that was a while ago. No, I was there though. That was hold on. They sparred a few times, right? One day it was kind of even. I seen all of them. The other days, but hold on. But so you saying that? Who?
I said,
oh no, hell no.
Listen,
I never in my life seen nobody get off on Dev. One day he was even with him.
The whole world saw it. Dante's Boxing Nation put it on his channel.
He put the best day that Shakur had, but I like Shakur, so I ain't even gonna get all the way into that. And it was plenty years ago. But listen, nobody at 40 and down.
Listen, and Shakur almost got knocked out by Gary Russell in sparring, and that's a fact. That's why he act like he act.
How many years ago was it?
It was like probably, I'm gonna say 3 to 4.
Oh, okay, but I put it like this: nobody at 40 and down in boxing can beat Dev, and I'm talking about nobody, man. Josh Taylor.
It's two of them, and they both named Gary Russells. One of them named Junior, and one of them named Antoine.
Man, listen, he'd fight them both. Back one on Friday, one on Saturday, and it'd be. All right, I gotta see the bigger one. Maybe the bigger one to go past 6 rounds. Maybe. Gary, I say about. Let me see. You know what, Gary Crafty? I'll give him round 5, and then he's gonna go back down and take over, man. He can say, all right, man, he was the bigger man. I'm a dog though. I skipped 130. Ain't nobody else want to fight him. I did it. He don't got nothing to lose.
Listen, please, you better try to keep him from at the outside. If he try to walk my brother down, it's going to be an early night.
Oh, we walking him. Oh, we gonna walk him down.
Listen, I can give y'all this. I can give y'all all the shit to tell Dad to watch out. Tell Dad to stop putting his hands above his chest, on his chest when he walking somebody down. Cause Gary too fast for that shit.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
He's not gonna get his hands up fast enough.
Man, listen, ain't none of that gonna happen, man. Listen, the wrong thing they did, they shouldn't have brought me in. Listen, the work, see, it would have been bad without me. Now they didn't brought me in. Oh shit, this shit shouldn't even be fucking legal. You got somebody that, man, all the shit that, man, listen, it shouldn't be legal. They shouldn't even let me be in the same corner as Dad.
All right, you know this though. But you know this though. This is what you know. It takes more than one time, one fight. You need like the strip all them bad habits. You need a good year. You need a good year to strip.
Oh, he had a year since he fought. Dev had a year since he fought.
I know. I said you need a good year. A good year to stop them bad habits.
Oh no, them
you know bad habits don't stop just like that. It's
man. Listen,
programmed in your mind.
Dad stopping fucking. He ain't had no bad habits when I came, but listen.
He do. Listen, I'm gonna give you all his bad habits. He
Oh, hold
keep
on,
his
Batman.
hands-
Oh,
listen,
Batman,
see
hold
my
on, hold on.
hands?
Hold on,
He keep
Batman,
his
hold
hands
on.
right here.
Batman, hold on. Let me get to the super chats real quick. Juba the B said, salute. Bill said the zone was now down to make the fight despite them not being on the term sheet. He said, if it's true, why they can't add and rescind it? How did this become the PBC issue? Then my brother, hold on. Oh man, I lost one. Raider Tom, he says, salute Blue in chat. Smash the like button. Keep up the great work. Salute to you, King. I lost one of the super chats. I don't know where it's at. But yeah, go ahead, Batman.
That's just like, hey, Mickey. That's just like in your fight with John Molina. I looked at the whole John. I was like, damn, Mickey, if you was going to look out there, you should have still been slipping and trying to. And
yeah, for sure.
And give them angles, whereas though you can look, but you know how you do it. You can look, but you still giving them angles the swing, the miss.
Oh,
but
definitely,
you know, you start standing there trying to look.
Yeah, I underestimated him. Yeah.
And got stationary.
But see, I ain't gonna let Dad make none of them mistakes.
Listen, he ain't gotta make the mistakes. We are master chessmen. We are master chessmen over here.
Oh no! Oh, he ain't out chessing us. We come from the best school. Listen, we come from the best school in the history of boxing in the modern era, right? We got this shit down, man. Believe me.
Listen. And then my father don't even get his respects. My father got four Golden Glove champions. He got
your father. Yeah, I give him his props.
He got 2 Olympians, and he ain't even talked about. He's not even talked about. He got 1 champion and 2 undefeated fighters that will be champions soon.
Right, man. Listen, after the ass whooping, man, we root for the brothers. It's a great story. Man, it don't matter. Listen, even after he gets smashed, man, that don't mean that he ain't gonna continue to be a great fighter. This is why Dad want to fight him. I just hope we don't end it. We don't ruin it.
Listen. You know a coin got 2 sides to it, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same way on this side. We has no beef with Devin Haney. It's just he cannot do nothing. And then this what we'll do. When Gary beat his ass, he can send him on up to 140 to build his resume up, and then him and my little brother gonna be a big fight.
Well, that's gonna happen anyway when he beat Gary. He can go up. It could be called the revenge, right? It could listen. This how the build up could be, Blue. The build up could be okay. This the revenge. Little brother gonna come and get the revenge because Gary was too small. Oh, he ain't fought in a while. He was too small, but at least I had the heart to go up. I'm gonna give y'all the post-fight speech. I'm gonna write it down for y'all, man. I already know what y'all gonna say.
Hey, Mickey, it's not gonna go like that, Mickey. It's gonna go like, man, Devin Haney fell short at 135 against the great Gary Russell Jr., but he has another chance to get back at another Russell, and it's a Gary Russell, but it ain't Jr. He has a shot, but in that fight, he's gonna go to sleep like in the 4th round, the 4th. He's going to be the first person. Listen, he's going to be the first person made it past 3. Them dudes that be fighting right now, won't even get past the 2nd round with my little brother. That's how much he a dog. And I hope.
No, I don't know, man. That dude was tough. Dad just fought. What's his name?
The tall dude.
The cat he broke his cheekbone.
My brother would have got up under all that shit and stopped him.
But tell me this though, you don't think that Devin would stop? What's the dude that Gary just fought? King Tut. He would murder him.
He probably would. That's not our fault. We wasn't trying to listen. If you go back and look at that fight, Gary Russell was not sitting down on none of his punches.
Why not? Hold on.
Cause it was a theory. It was a theory that somebody wanted that boy to win. And we wasn't trying to let him get cheated out of nothing. That's the theory. That's why we gave him a boxing lesson. That's why we gave him a boxing lesson. But listen, and the theory was kind of right because he's back in contention for the WBC belt at 126.
Well, what? Listen, man, you was big brother, man. You supposed to love him. Why would you do something like put him in with Dad, man? If you love him, why would you do that?
When I look at Dev, I be like, damn, it's a lot of hoes in that. It's a lot of hoes over there.
No, man, it ain't. I'm telling you.
I hope Mickey Bay done brung something that's, that filled them hoes in. You know what I'm saying? I hope Mickey Bay brought the what you call that shit? What you call that shit? When you go get for your bike, the patches. I hope Mickey Bay run them inner tube patches to fix them hoes over there, man. Cause there's a lot of them. He punched too wide. When he in the inside, he keep having his hands on his chest. He keep having his hands on his chest. When he's in the inside, look.
No, ain't none of that.
Hands right here. He be having his hands right here.
But ain't none of that. We might put our hands to our waist just to let Gary get a couple hits. Like, man, listen.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, if you go back to see Mr. Girl wrestle fight, if he hurt you, he's gonna stop you. If he hurt you real bad, you are going to get stopped.
But listen, but here's my thing, man. He can't let Dev hit him the way that JoJo Diaz and Lomachenko hit him. He can't do that.
I think JoJo Diaz hit harder than Devin Haney.
Man, listen.
When I look at the tape,
when I say he'll smoke JoJo, that fucking ring will look like
he will outbox JoJo. I think JoJo punched harder than him.
Man, listen. Hey, I'm telling you. Listen, man. And I like JoJo.
Even in short range, in short spaces, Dev do not know how to know how to generate power from short range.
Shit, listen. I'm telling you, man. All right, man. Listen,
he can do it on the mitts. He can do it on the bag. But when somebody's in front of Devin Haney, he cannot generate power from
as his sparring partners.
From the inside.
Hey, can you please tell me why I'm in the capital of boxing?
All the sparring partners are bums. All the sparring partners are bums.
Man,
every last one of them that I seen them, every last one of them that I seen put them on the internet with that he be fucking up, they be bums.
No, but that's just what's on tape. You know why? The good ones be embarrassed, so they don't let us put it out. They say, man, please don't put it out. Dev smoke everybody.
We got a lot of tape. We got a lot of tape from some of these champions from that USA team and the niggas that was coming. My fault. The dudes that was coming working with the USA team. We got a lot of them tapes that we ain't never put out. That we can make a lot of these guys look bad.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Ape said this chat should be pay-per-view. Batman versus Mickey. This is entertaining. Then we got the Detox Man. He said, peace, Blue Blood Sports. Tell Mickey Bay this is Alvin at the Daylight Nutrition Store in St. Louis said, what's up?
Oh, okay. Tell him I said, what's good. Tell him, boy, you listen, I got a young killer from your city, man. You bet not have nobody in Darren Cunningham weight from the Russell family. Y'all don't got no 122 pounders, do y'all?
Oh, man, we got 118.
Keep him clear away from Darren Cunningham, and we want to leave some room for one of y'all.
Go look at the tape. His name is Gary Antonio Russell.
Man, listen, leave him.
He hits too hard to be at that weight class.
Listen, we don't want to just put the whole. Come on, man. One of y'all gotta. We don't want to take all of y'all down.
Man. Y'all is gonna give us the sunshine we supposed to be having.
Yeah, no, y'all are supposed to have it, man, but this ain't the one that y'all want to listen.
Man,
he's gonna be known as a warrior for fighting Devin.
Listen, Devin Haney is gonna give Gary Russell the sunshine he been supposed to have. That's the only thing that's gonna happen here.
No, this was gonna happen, right? He gonna be.
Go ahead, man.
He gonna get his credit for being a warrior, for climbing off the canvas. I believe that Gary gonna be a good sport about it. I believe he gonna say, man, you know what? The crowd gonna cheer. Everybody gonna say, man, at least he a dog. Lomachenko ain't want to fight Devin. At least, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come over and hug Gary and say, man, listen, you the only one that wanted to fight him, man. Listen, don't let this discourage you. I'm gonna have a pre-written motivational speech for Gary for when it's done, because I like Gary at featherweight. I don't see nobody beating him. But like, man, why would you come up and fight the king of lightweight?
Listen, I'm about to give you our game plan. Listen, Bow, we're gonna beat Devin Haney. We're gonna give him a hug and smack him on his ass and say, look, champ, you did a hell of a job. Don't be discouraged. Go back and get it right. You're gonna be champion again. Then we're gonna go to the mic gonna get in our face. Terrence Crawford, we still looking for you. Lomachenko, we want that run back. Either one. Which one make the call? We're going to 147 and take that WBO belt, or we're going to take and we on Lomachenko's side. We cheer for him. I hope he beat Lopez. And we're going to be undisputed. If he take the joint, we're going to be really undisputed. Fuck that franchise tag. We're going to have Devin Haney belt the right way. We're going to do it the right way. We're going to have Devin Haney belt with the WBA.
Hold on, which belt? His Gucci belt?
His Gucci belt?
They give y'all his Gucci belt. Damn, man, listen. He couldn't win the green joint. They going to give him that Gucci belt.
I let you finish, Mickey. I let you finish.
All right.
Listen, we're going to have the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO like it's supposed to be. And we're going to give that franchise shit away because we already undisputed with the belts that really matter. That's what we're going to do. And when we get that, we going straight out to Terrence Crawford. Everybody think this shit a bluff. We going out to Terrence Crawford ass. Because we know all the hoes in Terrence Crawford too. I can sit here and explain it to you. He's chinny. He cannot deal with speed. He's always liable to be hit by anybody. Cause he got a trick in his head where as though, damn, I want to show motherfuckers I'm that dog, and I can sit here and thug it out with a dude. He always got that mentality. And he's going to get clipped with something. And if he get clipped by young Gary Russell Jr., he already felt it. He felt the fastest punch he ever got hit with. And it fucked his jaw up because the coach said it. The coach said it. He got jaw problems because of Gary Russell Jr. So
hold on, Batman. Let me get to the super chat. He said, Corey Allen, he said, they saying it is hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Devin isn't old. He's only 21. Ronald Morgan said, tell Batman we're going to get Bill on here to shut him down.
Look, man, you can get Bill on here. Man, me and the coach talking. You can get Bill on here. Bill know my knowledge. I done helped Bill out. They went back and got that shit together. Because if he do that shit, he be trying to do with everybody else when he play from the outside and he fake throw his lead hook, but he leave everything open. My brother's going to catch that, and he's not going to get his hands back too fast enough.
Even though Dev was great and was real good, them fight, you might as well burn them tapes. Because now, after this fight, Dev might have to fucking fight welterweight after this. He might be fighting Crawford. Because I'm saying nobody going to want some smoke after we pick Gary up off the canvas. I mean, I'm telling you, it's so hard for Dev to get a fight. He finna make history.
Oh, man.
He gonna have that same intimidation that Mike Tyson had when he was 2021.
Now, my little brother, I'm gonna have that. He still, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this family over here is something different. It's something in the water that my stepmother was drinking It's something in the water that my father was drinking that I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, they drink. Hey, it's beautiful water y'all drink, but it's the faucet gonna be turned off when he fight Devin.
Nah.
That faucet. Oh shit, the damn water just went out, y'all. What happened? The fucking faucet.
I don't know where all this ability came from. Hand speed, eyes, feet, and we can.
Wait, hold on. Who got feet? Not Gary.
He got feet. He just don't
Gary
show
don't
it.
got good feet.
He don't show it. He don't have to show it. Why?
Man, listen, Gary gonna have to show it, man. He gonna have to. I'm gonna get him a spaceship. He gonna have to take a trip up to Jupiter or Mars, man.
He probably was born there. He probably was born there.
Hold on, let me get this. Stay sharp and said, Blue, salute, I'm late. Is the fight going to happen between Haney and Russell? We need that fight.
Man, we trying to make it happen, man. We trying to make it happen.
Man, listen, if it don't happen, I think it was in the stars, man. And I met your father, man. He a good spiritual dude. I think it's in the stars, and God said, man, I don't want this for Gary.
No.
He gonna say, I don't want. No, I'm being real.
We won it because we've been deprived. We've been deprived for 5 years over here. We've been deprived.
Your bae.
Why we wouldn't want something? Listen, why we wouldn't want something that will rocket the second part of my career?
What, one of these? L?
No.
That shit ain't gonna get it.
No.
Man, that ain't gonna get it.
Dev is not. Listen, and I don't even like to say this because you know what I'm saying. He's not that good. He's not that good. Listen, from the amateurs, and I don't even like bringing the amateurs in this. We always been number one. And all my little brothers, they was number one in their shit. Never number two. Always number one. Listen, then Jerron Boo Ennis, he got the hype, but my brother beat him. He beat him to go to the Olympics. He beat him to get the Golden Glove champion. I'm talking about my little brother at 140. But he got the hype. How's that? I just be wanting to know.
Hold on. Big Chuck said Devin Haney gonna have to go through that Canelo rebuild after Floyd beat him when Gary Russell get finished with him.
Shout out to the DMV, because I know that's where you from saying that. Shout out to you for the DMV. He's for the DMV.
After Kyle's home, he said, we respect the Batman. This ain't the amateurs. Gary's faster and he's smarter, but Dev's smart, fast, he bigger. Gary gonna get whooped.
How damn fast and smart? Hold up. What? All right. On any level, what A class, and then the amateurs is better than the pros. If y'all don't look at it, the amateurs better than the pros. Because you cannot duck nobody in the amateurs. You have to fight top level competition.
Well, tell me this. You just admitted this, right? A minute ago. You believe that Lomachenko, you believe they ducked Dev, right?
Yeah, they ducked him.
Okay, so if they ducked him and they knew, okay, damn, I'm a duck Dev, but yeah, we ain't going PBC and fight Gary. We ain't tripping. I'm 1-1.
No. That was their mistake. Listen, Gary made a mistake. It's cool. Everybody make mistakes. Just like he made a mistake in the Olympics. He had to lose a pound, went outside in China, where it's one of the most polluted places in the world, and passed out and couldn't perform in the Olympics.
No, so, but hold on. Listen to what I'm finna say though. What do he see in Devin where he's saying, damn, I can't fuck with him. I don't want no part. Now, would it make him lose a fight 1-1, right? Him look at Gary and say, oh, I'll take a risk of being 1-2 and go on PBC. And I'll fight him on PBC's card.
I'm gonna tell you this. He knew he was weak. Listen this. Why he never unified at 126? Why Lomachenko never unified at 126? He did it at 130. Ain't
nobody want to fight him there.
Listen, he did it at 130. He did it at 35. He keeps saying his best weights is 26 and 30 and 30. Now, look at it. Listen to this. Once Gary Russell got that WBC title, he got the fuck out of the 126 real fast. I mean, it's documented. It's documented. But he keep contradicting himself, saying that 130 is not my weight. I need to go back down to 130 or 126.
You know why he's saying that? He's getting the hell away from fucking Devin.
Yeah, but he keeps saying he need to go back. But why he never unified at one? He unified in every division.
Because he already beat the best fighter there was Gary. So he felt accomplished. He said, all right, I beat him. Shit. Ain't nobody else really want to fight him after that.
But why?
So
Why he ain't never tried? He never tried to unify. Gary got the title like I ain't gonna even say it, like 6 months or something like that after, and he was still down there. He was still there. Once Gary got that belt, he moved to 130. Once he got the belt. But in every other weight class, you unified. I mean, this is my theories. I just be having theories.
Your theories. I don't know, man.
And be having people thinking.
Your theories is theories, but you know, Gary, I say, man, he the king of the featherweights, man.
We ready for that Devin Haney work, man. We ready for it. I'm trying.
He ready because he got heart, but at the end of the day, man, hopefully the fight in Vegas, man. Listen, so I can have
we got skills. Skills pay the bills.
Oh, man, listen, he ain't got more skills than Devin. Trust me.
He got way more skills than Devin Haney. Way more.
I'm telling you.
Way more.
This the only thing I give him over Devin. He got experience.
Listen, if
that's it.
Listen, if Zab Judah had my brother's skills, he would have beat Floyd Mayweather.
But look what happened. He didn't. Because we smart, man.
Listen. No. See, Zab Judah didn't have the knowledge of boxing. He didn't have the knowledge of boxing. Zab Judah was a one-way fighter. He ain't have the knowledge to adapt. He ain't have the knowledge to go to plan A. Go to plan B, go to plan C. See, them type of fighters, they only have one plans. See, like a fighter like Floyd. Floyd got an A, a B, a C.
The same as Devin. We come from the same school, man. We bringing the same shit.
You can come from the same school. You can come from the same school, but listen, my father always told me this. You can have two fighters, train them the same way, feed them the same way, but they probably won't perform the same way. So all that, they come from the same school.
Oh, Dev's gonna perform better. Man, listen, Dev is the only dude to get off on Floyd and sparring in so long.
Better than Floyd Mayweather.
This is 17. Listen, Dev is only 20. The last time he fought, he was 20.
Okay, cool. He was 20.
Listen, trust me. Man, look, I hope to fight in Vegas because I want to invite y'all out. I want to come. It's going to have to be behind closed doors because I don't want nobody to see how Gary going to look after the fight. We ain't taking to a restaurant. I'm bringing y'all to the house, man. Either me or Bill.
No. We going to go out. We going to go out because Dev going to look like JoJo Diaz did. The Elephant Man. JoJo looked like the Elephant Man. If y'all say JoJo, that was a competitive fight. My brother had no marks on him, and JoJo looked like the Elephant Man.
I ain't gonna lie, I was impressed with JoJo after the fight because I'm like, damn, he landed some good shit.
Damn,
I was impressed with him.
How was you impressed with somebody that took an L like that?
Just because I seen he was landing some clean shit on Gary though. More clean stuff than Gary. Blue, did you see that fight?
Yeah,
he would tell me he wasn't landing some clean shots on Gary.
If he would in the later rounds,
Gary had the hand speed advantage and 2 more punches.
Listen. If he would have let his hands go early, it would have been a short night for JoJo Diaz. The whole time from 6-1, he was like this. He was like this the whole time. Go look at it.
Oh, let me get to the super chat. Mr. Pazzo said, Blue, you've been laughing like you've been watching Richard Pryor. Facts. Natasha Bass says, so Bill wasn't trying to get over on Russell. He just know that the PBC was going to be mad about it. My question is to you, Batman, is why Gary Russell Jr. haven't signed to the Zone when Bill tried to put him on the first time?
Because the Zone was trying to give us shit money. That's why. PBC was paying better. That's why.
I got to get out of here, fellas.
All right, man. Mike, nice talking to you, Mickey, man.
Oh, for sure. We gotta get back home, man. But man, listen, if God giving y'all the sign, man, take it.
God
Because
ain't giving us a sign. God ain't,
like I'm telling you, man, he might not want this for Gary.
The devil is trying to block us. It's a difference. The devil is trying to block us. They've been blocking us for years. The devil been blocking us for years, for 5 years. Now they see we got a hole open. He's trying to block it again. They see we got a hole open. They just opened a hole, Devin Haney. Devin Haney is going to be the sunshine for you. That's what God told us. But the devil is saying, dang, we can't let this, we can't let
you
him
know
go.
what it is? See, this what it is. They gonna respect the warrior in them, right? They gonna say, man, look, we ain't never seen nobody take an ass whooping like this and go back down and win the belt, man. This how I see it playing out. He fight Dev, right? Dev gonna smoke him. I ain't gonna lie, I give Gary till about the 6th or 7th. I ain't gonna say the 2nd or 3rd, like I was thinking before. I say about the 5th, 6th, 7th, right? After that, Gary gonna go back down and become the undisputed again at featherweight. Well, hey, what's up, Bill? Man, I'm trying to tell this cat, man. Sometimes shit is a sign from God.
Hey, Batman, the ball is in your court and the pen is in your hand. Listen,
Bill. Let me and this man talk strategy, man. You come in here talking this other shit. You come in here talking this business shit. Let the business stay with the business at. We gonna get this handled.
I'm not gonna talk no business.
Let me and Mickey had this combat conversation, man.
I'm about to leave, but I'm gonna tell the people, if we get a chance to watch this, this is gonna be the biggest extravaganza that's gonna bring all the players and all the hustlers, hey, listen, it's gonna bring everybody. It's gonna bring 2 coasts, the East Coast and the West Coast. We got down south. I mean, listen, this is the most talked about fight in boxing right now. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what, I prayed, I went to sleep, I woke up and I prayed again, and I'm waiting on you, Mr. Gary Russell. I'm not.
And we trying to make it happen.
And I'm not leaving this house. I'm sitting by the fax machine, I'm sitting by the telephone, and it's the best Wi-Fi in Nevada. And I'll tell you what, this fight between the longest reigning champion and the youngest champion will be the best fight in boxing. The ball is in your court and the pen is in your hand. We tired of hearing, we're tired of hearing from Batman, and we're looking for Mr. Catman. Now I'm gonna tell you what.
Hey, Bill, check this out. This is what I'm saying, right? Hopefully we had a fight in Vegas, because this is what I said to him, right? We gonna let him, we gonna provide some food for him, for Gary and the family, but we ain't gonna be able to take him to a restaurant because Gary gonna look like fucking Beetlejuice. So where we gonna invite him, to your house or mine? You know, you got a bigger pool to shit than me, so which one you want to do with that, man?
Listen,
all the whole Russell family, come on over to my house after. Come on after my house. And I'll tell you what.
All right, cool.
You've heard enough from Batman. We're looking for Mr. Catman.
When we get this win, y'all better still have that invitation.
In your hand.
We still better have this invitation.
Listen, you got the invitation, and I'm telling you what, we got a date. You got a date. You talking about, you got a date with Doom. You dig what I'm saying? Doom is looking for you.
Oh, man, what kind of food you like? Let's do this shit early. I'm about to get I'm gonna make the grocery list now.
We're gonna call it your last supper, and you can order it now.
Order that shit now, man.
And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna tell you, Mickey got everything for. Hey, Mick, you handle it. That man, you on punishment. You don't mention Devin Haney until you start.
Man, you sound sweet, man. You sound sweet.
Don't say that.
Hey, Bill, them silk sheets is fucking your mind up, Bill. You need to get back in them trenches. You need to get back in them trenches.
Listen, you tell the people
I gave you everything around the trenches again, man. Y'all know what
I done gave you everything.
Know what Marvin Hayes said, man.
You tell the people I done gave you everything for my kids.
You know what Marvin Hayes said, man.
Huh?
Them silk sheets fuck you up, man.
That's how we like it here.
If you get Mr. Gary
Russell,
Russell,
all them little pretty bitches, that shit gonna fuck y'all up, man.
If you get Mr. Gary Russell, If you get him in the ring and he win, you can have the house, the sheets, and everything. Me and the kids is
I don't want him. I don't want him. I love the trenches. I love being on my toes.
Hey, y'all, hey, listen.
I want to stay on my toes for the rest of my life, man.
What you are witnessing, you're witnessing greatness. You're witnessing black excellence. You're witnessing black excellence. You're witnessing two families that's coming together to put on a great extravaganza. Everybody has signed. Everybody has come to the plate. We are just waiting on Mr. Gary Russell. Right?
Hey, listen, let me say this. Let me say this. To the powers that be, get the fuck out the way. Stop hating and get the fuck out the way.
The ball is in your court and the pen is in your hand. No more talk from Batman. We looking for Mr. Catman, and I'm gone. Huh?
Man, Bill,
will I hear from you anytime
Bill,
soon?
get ready to give you that house then, Bill. And I'm gonna make it into a shoulder house. I'm gonna show all the people how I feel. I'm gonna show the people how I feel to live good, man.
You can have it, baby. Get him in the ring, because you the man to do it. Everybody, listen. In the chat, if you believe Batman can do it, let's just hear Batman. Can we see Batman in the chat? Let's go, Batman. Is there anybody who believes in Batman?
I am in this here every day.
I know you are. I know you are.
I'm trying to get it going. I wouldn't be coming on this platform every day to doing this.
Listen, you recognize who Devin was. You recognize what Devin is to boxing. And I think that you're doing everything in your power to force Gary Russell to get in the ring. Batman.
No, I ain't forcing nobody to do nothing. We trying to come strip that title from Devin.
Man, listen.
We trying to
you just said this was your love one, man. Listen.
The terms is on the table. The ball is in your court.
You see, Terrence Crawford ain't want no work.
Huh?
You see, he ain't want this work for real. He felt what that left hand felt like. He don't want it no more in his life.
Who?
Terrence Crawford. The pound king.
You and the Russell family
don't want to
speak about Terrence Crawford. Again, you are disrespecting us. You gonna make me mad
you
now.
Just told me.
You said Terrence Crawford. You are disrespecting us again. I'll tell you what.
Devin is not ready for slow ass Mikey Garcia.
I'll tell you what.
Listen. No.
You don't say Terrence Crawford. You don't say Devin Haney.
Devin Haney is not ready for slow ass Mikey Garcia.
We ain't gonna talk about nobody but Devin Haney and Gary Russell.
And you think he gonna do something with Gary Russell Jr.?
Do you have
Mikey Garcia coming 126 too? And you telling me that we need another fight for Mikey Garcia?
I'm gonna tell you what. And the fight is Gary Russell Jr.
For lucky shot Mikey Garcia that said he saw something.
Listen,
no,
all roads
said he saw something.
through Gary Russell Jr.
And Earl Smith. But you not ready for him?
Listen, I'm gonna tell everybody this term that I used to hear when I was
ready for Mikey Garcia, Bill.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a term. Tell the chat. I'm a term that I used to hear when I was a youngster. It was get down or lay down. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what we asked of Mr. Gary Russell to get down or lay down. You dig?
Listen, man,
I'm gonna let it go because I'm gonna get it back to.
Hey, hold on. Let me Hey, Bill, where you get that roll from? I gotta get one of them. I'm gonna tell you why. He chilling. Where you get it from? I gotta get it. It's not relaxing on our end.
That shit right there, fucking mind up right there, man.
Get the ring.
I'm giving it
to everybody.
Listen,
hey, we relax.
That shit right there, fucking mind up, man.
Okay.
It make you don't pay attention to your surroundings.
Man, he relaxed over here. We know how to see this shit in.
I hope y'all is relaxed.
We know.
Stay relaxed.
We know everyone in the chat that got a robe coming. Because when we get through with Mr. Gary Russell, it's robes for everybody. And I'm gonna let y'all go.
Hey, Blue, I'm gonna get a blue robe like Bill got on.
Thank you, brother.
You got the red and blue, that's your color.
Hey, Mickey, you pick whatever color because you earning it, baby. Now I'm gonna tell you what, Blue, thank you for this wonderful platform. You allowed us as families, as the Russells and the Haneys to put on this thing. I just want to see it come through because I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad about it. I ain't left the house in a week because I don't want to miss the call from the Mr. Russell and the family. I don't want to miss the facts. I don't want to miss the email. I don't want to miss a tweet. I don't want to miss nothing. I'm all over this thing, man. Blessings on top of blessings to y'all. And you know what I mean? Until I see y'all again, stay strong, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Peace.
Yes, sir.
You know,
I gotta get about
it. All right, it's easy to creep up on somebody that's relaxed, man.
We got Africal's home. He said, we seen fighters lose to the fighters in the amateurs and beat them in the pros. Gary ain't display all the skills y'all talk about, and he needed it versus Lomachenko.
He was dehydrated. How you going to display your skills when you're dehydrated? When you tired?
Corey Allen said, when did Batman turn into Don King?
Man, I just need to get some money like Don King then. Well, man.
Let me get about here, though.
Hey, listen, we're going to have to do man. Me and Batman going to have to be up on here again, man. We're going to have to do this from scratch. We're going to have to do it from when the time, we're going to have to get it cracking again, man. Anytime.
Anytime y'all need me. Anytime y'all need me, Blue know how to get in contact with me. Yes,
sir. Hey, June the Great said, Batman, you got to fix your audio. Corey Allen said, man, send the sheet back and stop blowing smoke.
Oh, listen, and here go my thing. Make the grocery list, man. Whatever y'all want. I'm talking about y'all get to top of the line everything, man. It could be steak, shrimp, lobsters, whatever champagne y'all want, whatever y'all drink. If y'all want barbecue, soul food. And listen, whatever y'all want, man. Whatever y'all want us to provide, we got it for y'all, man. Because we already know, man, what type of night. It's going to be a real sad night, man. We want to cheer y'all up. We're going to have desserts, all of that. I'm talking about top of the line. The shit is going to be a buffet at the house waiting for you.
Man, I hear that, man. And still have that when we win. Please,
listen, I'm going to have Pops to refine you, man. Listen. I'm going to have Pops, man. I got the perfect, listen. I'm going to give him this thing right here.
Yeah, nice house.
Nice house.
Yes, man.
Nice house.
Listen, man, after Dad gonna buy me another one, man, after we finish this.
It's gonna be off the next fight. It's gonna be off the next fight. It's gonna be off the next fight, maybe.
Or Gary might, because you know what? I believe that after y'all see what we do, I think that y'all might come over and say, man, listen, let's work together on the bed and say, man, we love the way y'all get on. Whatever the hell y'all did with Devin, we want some of that. We gotta have it.
When y'all see what happened to him, y'all gonna be like, man, look, hey, Bet, we need y'all to throw us some pointers, man. We need you over here to see them hoes you been saying for we can plug them up.
Oh, nah, listen. Oh, it ain't gonna be no hoes, I'm telling you.
It
ain't gonna be just in Gary's chest. That's it.
I hope you got a lot of attitudes, man. I hope you got a lot of attitude patches, man.
But see, we want the fight to be competitive. So one round, I might tell Dev, listen, let him get a couple shots off because the fans gonna be disappointed.
Don't do that.
Let him get a couple off, man. Let him get it ain't gonna just let him get a couple in so the fans don't say, man, what the hell we spend our money on?
Man, don't do that. Don't do that. Cause he might go to sleep. You trying to get him. See, that's what I'm saying. You did that against John Molina. And it ain't
it's gonna be another story. See, that wasn't planned. This is gonna be playing. Listen, if you beating him up too bad, just make it a dog fight. Let's let him get a couple off, man.
Listen, how you gonna do that? And you know it only takes one shot. It only takes one shot.
Oh, he'll eat whatever Gary bring, even if he put his hands down. He'll eat.
Oh man, stop! I love you to death, Mickey. I know this boxing too. The punch you don't see will hurt you. And then it don't have to be a hard punch.
Oh, Dad's gonna see it because he gonna let him do it. Man, listen, Dad. I think we're gonna be promoting him and working with him after the fight, man. So listen, let him get a couple off, man. Him and his brothers, his father, they got a great ass family. Let's beat him and get this money together. Take it easy on him, Dad. Come on. Don't ruin them so we can't get an extra 8-9 figures out of him. We're gonna come over. We're gonna be promoting him after this.
We're gonna send him out to the division on his back. We're gonna pick him up and everything. We good men like that, man. When my brother knock him out, my brother gonna help the doctors pick him up to take him to the stool. See, this is what we do. He not gonna go and cheer. He not gonna jump on the ropes. He's going to go help Devin Haney to the corner and put him on the stool with the doctors, man. This is what we do. We good, man.
Let me get out of here, man. I appreciate it.
All right, for sure. All right,
nice,
all right.
nice conversation, man.
We're going to set it up again for this week.
Yup, definitely.
All right. Salute to you, man.
All right.
I appreciate y'all.
Both y'all.
Yup.
All right. Man, that's my brothers right there. Corey Allen, my brother in the Super Chat. Salute to all my brothers. Respect to the fighters. Respect to you all. Respect to the sport. Salute. We got TC in the Super Chat. She said, stop talking, Gary, and sign the contract. My brother Nathaniel Weathers, he said, get the fight popping November, December, January, February. Get this fight happening. This one for the people. Facts. Salute. But let me get up out of here, man. Peace and blessing to each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shady videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace to y'all. Tomorrow, we'll be back on 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.